It's here.
Dude.
It's here. We're just a couple days away. Here we are, Thursday. We got Friday, and then Saturday's fights. And I got to go. I'm going to be in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm going to be doing commentary in an empty arena. No one's going to be near me. Everybody has to be really far away from each other. We're going to be on separate corners of the octagon, which fucking sucks.
You, DC,
and Anik.
And Anik.
Because when things go crazy, DC and I always grab each other.
I know.
We're like, ah!
You guys vibe off of each other.
Can't do that. Everybody's a pussy. But we're all tested. That's what doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying. If you all agree, like, yeah, we'll risk it, man. We're all healthy. We're all fine.
Well, not only are we all healthy and fine, we're tested. We're clean. We don't have it. It's like we don't have to be far apart from each other. I got tested yesterday. I got the results back from my nose swab. That's negative. And then 2 days before that, I took an antibody test. That's negative, too. I'm 100% negative.
So whose idea is this?
It's fucking the state. The state just has real rigid guidelines, apparently. They just want to make sure that everybody's safe. Cam Haynes wanted to come with me. He couldn't come.
Can't have anybody else. Cam in?
Nope.
Do you know what Cam would do to COVID?
It doesn't have a chance.
Not a chance.
Some of that kind of cardio.
God, come on, man.
Listen, I had Elon on the podcast yesterday, and we talked about what the actual death rate is versus what everyone thought it was going to be.
Is he good at reading stats?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He said it's a magnitude of 10 to 50%, 10 to 50 times less deadly than they thought it was going to be. It's pretty big.
That's huge.
Especially when they start getting to things like, I don't know if you've seen the there's a prison where they tested these prisoners and 98% of them had it and
had no idea.
Asymptomatic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody was fine.
Yeah, they're finding that in a lot of places. A lot of people are asymptomatic.
And Elon goes hard in the paint too.
Yeah, he goes hard in the paint.
Which I love.
He said
I'm
yesterday,
a huge fan.
if you got bit by a shark and died and you had COVID, they would count it as a COVID death.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's probably making a joke.
He is, but he's not.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous, man.
Did we find out whether or not that's true about the heart attacks, the heart disease? Because someone else brought it up to me today. Someone else who's a pretty smart person in New York.
I looked. I couldn't even find the numbers, so I don't know where they got those numbers.
See if there's an article.
I looked hard. I looked hard.
Is the podcast
again,
out?
But I looked hard.
Sorry. Is the podcast out? Yeah.
Yeah, it's out.
Does he mention how? Isn't it weird that the death rate went down once the flu season's over? Did he talk about that?
Yeah.
How they're counting flu as COVID too?
Yeah, that was the thing. If you have flu and COVID, they count it as COVID. Yeah. And then the flu, look, COVID's not good, but it's not what we were worried about. No. It's not what we thought it was going to be.
It shouldn't have shut down the economy.
No, I don't think so. I think shutting it down for a couple of weeks is not a bad idea to get a sense of it, but once the numbers are back, I think right now it needs to restart. People need to be precautious. They need to follow social distancing guidelines, wear masks if possible, especially until we get it all wrapped up and figure out what it is in terms of like what the treatment, like they have, what is that stuff called again? Remdesivir? What is it? Remdesivir, this new antiviral treatment that they say is
supposed to work,
working really well with it.
I think you have underlying health conditions.
Yes.
And you're over 60, put on a mask. If you don't, it should be up to me if I want to wear it.
Did you know that the average age of COVID death users, or people who get COVID and die, is higher than the average age of death?
That's nuts. That's nuts. I'm so glad Elon came on.
Isn't that a crazy
just
number?
Just drop some fucking knowledge.
That's a crazy number.
You know what's weird? And there's this weird, like, toxic culture who wants it to be bad. So when Elon spits these facts, I'm sure your podcast comes out, people are like, no, and they start throwing other facts. Like, no, dude, these are the stats.
Yeah.
It's tough to argue with these hard, cold facts,
dude,
man.
People are so scared.
Well, Elon's not a doctor. Again, save it, dude.
Yeah.
We're looking at stats.
Yeah.
I think he can read stats.
Yeah.
The dude's gonna get us to Mars. He's gonna build a fucking planet, I think we're gonna be all right. He can read those. I'm gonna listen to that guy.
Yeah. It's not what we thought it was gonna be. That's what it is. Everybody was scared 2 months ago.
That's
Everybody was
fine.
like, holy shit, the plague's coming. And it's not that. It's not that. We got lucky. It's a bad cold. It's really bad. Kills some people. It fucks people up with respiratory disease. It's really bad for people that are obese. It's really bad for old people.
Everything's bad for old people and obese people, though. Everything's bad.
That's reality. That's
Get
reality.
in shape, man.
God damn it. Say it.
Get the
Preach.
fucking shape. Join the Thick Boys
vitamin
Bike
C.
Club, man. Get your fat ass in there.
Bro, how many fucking rattlesnakes are in your neighborhood? Every day you're sending me a video of a new rattlesnake. That's ridiculous.
And that's like that dirt Mulholland Road and the Topanga Canyon. Like, that's those dirt roads roads, and they're
Do
everywhere.
they go on the road?
They
to
go on the
sun?
road. They go in the sun.
Oh,
And now I'm just, I don't know, accustomed to it. I used to be so scared to buy in the morning. I'm like, God, here we go. I'd be so scared. But now it's like they're not going to bother me. I mean, if I step on one, it's it's going to be trouble.
Yeah.
But I'd still rather I'd rather get COVID than get bit by a rattlesnake. Tell you that right now.
100%.
100%.
100%.
But they look like these big logs.
That Mike Posner guy, he got bit by a rattlesnake.
He got bit
was
by one.
Fucked up,
Baby,
right?
it was a baby one.
Yeah.
So it's stronger venom, I guess. 'cause they
No,
don't
that's
know.
a myth, apparently.
Yeah,
Okay,
apparently.
well, all right, well. Hey.
They all suck.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was fun.
Did you see the one I sent you today? How about that bad boy?
Fucking
He was a little
big.
aggressive too.
A little big.
He's a little aggressive. And then he started heading my way. Oh, dude, come on. So I'm trying to make noise. I'm like, come on, dude, go that way, man. Every morning I see him. Every morning.
Do you know their venom, apparently, it's like it digests the animal?
Like-
If they kill a rabbit with their venom, it actually helps digest the
Yeah.
rabbit. It breaks down the tissue. So when people get bit by it, it makes your skin rot. It makes your meat rot. So so if it was going to swallow you, it allows it to digest you easier.
I think my big ass would be okay. Yeah, I think I'd be
you'll
all right.
live, but
It's gonna
you'll
be
get
such a nightmare.
fucked up, man. You can get fucked up by rattlesnake venom.
Such a nightmare.
I watched this horrible fucking website where they had a series of photographs of this guy that got bit on the arm, and they had to medvac him out of there, and they had to do a bunch of procedures and skin grafts and all kinds of shit, and his arm was fucked up. It was like it rotted a hole through his arm.
Did you watch that thing I sent you about Alex Smith, that quarterback? Did you see it?
I
saw it.
started watching.
Insane.
I couldn't. It was gross.
It was
It's insane.
gnarly, man.
He got some flesh-eating bacteria in his leg, a compound fractured when he's playing for the Redskins. They had to take muscle from his left leg and put it in the right leg. It's just a nightmare. I probably would have amputated it.
What?
He's still under contract. He's going to try to play again,
dare
but
you.
I mean, I don't know
Is
if that's going to happen.
How can you-
It was so bad where they're like, you're not going to have motion in your foot. And most when we see these kind of injuries, it's usually soldiers from stepping on IEDs or whatever. So most of the time they just amputate it because your leg's never going to be the same. Otherwise, you're looking at 18-month. You're in this cast with braces and screws into the muscle and the bone. You're looking at that long layover, and even after then, you're probably not going to have motion in your foot. I'm like, dude, just take it off. Give me that fucking cool RoboCop carbon fiber one. Toss some Specialized stickers on that bitch. Get sponsored.
But the
Start
thing
getting Shred
is,
City.
they're changing like every year. They're changing what they can and can't do in terms of like biologicals, like stem cells
Yeah.
and different treatments they come up with. They can fix ACLs now without using anything other than your ACL.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Dr. Roddy McGee was showing me these videos of this guy who they did it to, and then he went into the Olympics 4 months after surgery.
That's pretty gangster.
It's crazy. They're blowing out their ACLs, right? The ACL snaps.
Which was game over back in the day.
Yeah, well, it used to be they had to replace it either with a patella tendon graft, hamstring graft, or a cadaver.
Cadaver, yeah.
I've had a patella tendon graft on the left and a cadaver on my right. But this thing, now they're taking the actual ACL that exists, and they have some new way of suturing it, and they squirt some stem cells up in there, and it heals up.
And you're good to go.
Yeah, it heals up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So my thought is that they're always coming up with new ways to
So don't
fix
cut your leg
things.
off.
Don't cut your leg off just for stickers.
Just to get a sponsor. No, my thing is robotics are coming along too, so
That's
you might
true.
become some badass with this robot leg.
My worry is one day artificial legs going to be so good, people are going to get their good legs removed so they can get an artificial leg.
Makes sense.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like a regular leg.
And you just run forever.
It's
like
gonna
an
be able to jump
e-bike.
over buildings and
Yeah.
shit. Boing!
Be sick. I mean,
It's
you
gonna be
become a
wild.
superhero.
Yeah, $6 million man. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Except it's going to be way more than $6 million.
A lot more. But
That's-
Alex Smith can afford it.
That's what's going to happen in the future, probably.
Yeah, don't cut the leg off.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me, Alex.
Don't
if you're
listen.
listening to this,
Don't listen.
cut your leg off.
Have you watched the countdown show for this weekend's event?
I watched it. Did you see the trailer that I posted?
No, I did not. What'd you post?
I got emotional watching it. Well, Dana posted it, and someone sent it to me. I'm like, oh shit! I go to post it. Dana has me blocked, so I can't click on his profile and see it. I'm like, what the fuck?
He has you
man?
blocked on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm like, we're blocking people now. We're throwing spin and shit.
When
We're
did
blocking.
he block you?
I don't know. Probably when we got into that whole scuffle on Instagram. But that was his doing,
how
not
long ago
mine.
was that?
At least 2 years ago. That's his doing, not mine.
I tried so hard to mend that bridge. I've had so many sit downs.
I don't get the hate, man. I don't get it.
But I love
Who's a
both of
bigger-
you, so it's a problem. It's like I don't get it.
But it's so strange. Like when you look at a list of people, like who's a bigger advocate for the UFC?
No, nobody but you.
I mean, but you,
Yeah.
and you work for him.
Yeah.
I don't receive a dime off of them.
I know, yeah.
But I shot from the rooftop.
Well, some people, they fucking dig their heels in.
Yeah, he's like Michael Jordan. He just doesn't let anything go.
Oh, is this the thing that talks about? I did see this.
Dude.
Yeah, it's great.
Dude.
Yeah, it
Might
talks
be the
about-
best promo they've ever made.
It's very good. The Countdown Show begins with this.
It's so good. It makes me
Count-
so proud to be part of the UFC.
The Countdown Show is so good, man. The Countdown Show is so good. And you see Justin. First of all, Justin, how hilarious is Justin Gaethje? He goes, I hope he breaks my nose so I can get it fixed.
Crazy.
Because you hear him talk.
He's talking like this.
Yeah.
You know his nose
He's
is
had some
useless.
issues.
His nose is useless. It's smashed. I mean, his style is so face forward. He's such a brawler in a good way.
I think, yeah, don't call him a brawler.
I mean,
I learned the hard
look,
way.
I'm a giant fan of that guy. I think
Me too.
I'm
Definitely
I'm a
brawler, though.
fan of his personality, his mindset, the way he approaches
His
fights.
attitude, yeah.
He's here. He's kill or be killed.
I think
Legit.
I think this is actually a tougher fight for Tony Ferguson than the Khabib fight.
It's a scary fight for anybody. If you're locked in the cage with Justin Gaethje, it is war.
It's a different fight. I was telling Count, it's like Tony Ferguson was getting ready to go deep scuba diving, deep sea scuba diving, and we know you can go in the deep waters, but we know what to expect. It's gonna be a bitch, dude. But you know what to expect. With Gaethje, it's like you're not scuba diving anymore. You're snorkeling and you're in hurricane waters, and you got to get past the initial part, and it's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But if you get past that, you can be all right. But good luck, man. Because these waves are fucking coming, dude.
Yeah, he's a different kind of guy because he's so reckless. He's just like he takes big chances. He doesn't play it safe at all.
And the other thing is, Tony gets hit.
Yeah, he'll stand in front of you to
The
take
Veneta
one to give
fight,
one.
you look at the Pettis fight, the Mike Johnson fight.
The Venata fight is a really good example of that, but I think the Lando Venata fight, first of all, he took it on short notice, and second of all,
Awkward.
Lando's, nobody knew. Lando's good, man.
He's good and he's very awkward.
Yeah, he's very awkward.
But
And
Tony gets hit
clever.
basically early on in every fight. He'll get hit. He wants to play that game. The Anthony
Yeah.
Pettis one, he got wobbled,
Yep.
With Gaethje, he can't really play that game. He
Right.
cracks, dude.
He
At
doesn't-
55, he cracks.
He doesn't just crack. There's no space. He doesn't give you any space. He jumps all over you. If he gets you hurt, he'll throw himself right into the fire. It's like he's not worried about losing, and that's real. Like people say that sometimes, but I don't think they really mean it.
That's a gift.
He really means
That's
it.
a gift.
Yeah.
It's a real gift for him.
Yeah, he's got a very unusual mindset.
I don't think Tony is either, though. That's what makes this fight so fascinating. That's why I think I love Khabib. I want Khabib Tony, but this fight to me is more entertaining,
I think so too. I think so too. I don't
which
think,
is weird to say.
No, I think Gaethje's more entertaining than anybody. He's so fucking wild. And then Tony's more entertaining than anybody too. Like
Agree.
everybody who fights Tony looks like they fell off a train. Everybody. They're all look at the Cowboy's face was a fucking mess. It's all-
Everyone's a mess.
Pettis is covered in blood. Everybody gets fucked up. There's a photograph that shows the list of the last 9 or 10 people that Tony's fought. Everyone looks like they got shot in the face.
They all look like Ted Bundy victims.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah, look at that. Look at those people. Everyone's face is just a fucking holy wreck.
Everybody looks dead.
And the cardio, the Tony Ferguson cardio.
That's why you got to get past that first
Such a
initial wave of
factor.
Justin Gaethje. But after then, Tony doesn't get tired.
Never
Never.
gets tired. His cardio is off the charts.
I wonder if anybody's going to shoot because they're both such phenomenal wrestlers. People forget how good
Gaethje-
Tony is at
Gaethje
wrestling.
never shoots. He's got
Never.
0 takedowns in the UFC. Zero takedown attempts. 0.
I go back and forth on picking who's going to win the fight. As far as if you want to make money, Gaethje's a good dog, but it'd be impossible to pick against Tony Ferguson that lost in 8 years. The other
Yeah.
thing is Gaethje comes in and he comes in with his head lower. Well, that's Snap City for Tony Ferguson with his
Yeah.
darts, his anacondas.
And the other thing is we don't really know what kind of jiu-jitsu or jiu-jitsu defense Gaethje has. He hasn't been in a scramble with a real high-level guy. It's a big unknown. And I think that Tony is one of the trickiest submission artists in the sport. He's very sneaky. He catches darces and scrambles. He's got leg locks. He's got triangles. He tapped Kevin Lee off his back with a triangle. He basically can do everything.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if Tony at one point starts diving for those ankles. Because if you're not subverts in jiu-jitsu, that's where it gets dicey for guys. You know how it is when a guy comes in and he doesn't know leg locks? You get in this rabbit hole, man. You can't keep up, especially if you haven't been training it. You can't keep up.
Right. And Tony has a leg lock game.
He has, Eddie Bravo's his coach.
Yeah, he's got everything. He's got everything. And his fucking hands are off the charts. He's so weird, too, like the way he moves. Tony is so creative with his striking. And it's almost like he moves almost like he's breakdancing in there. You know, like he's fucking stepping side to side, left and right, pop, and then
It's
a jab
nuts.
comes out of nowhere. You're like, the fuck is he doing?
I can't tell you who would win the fight.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
I love it, though. I love it. I can't
absolutely
wait.
love it.
I can't wait.
I cannot wait.
Cannot
man.
wait.
To me, this is one of the biggest UFC fights of all time.
It's a giant card. The card is stacked. It is one of the most stacked cards in the history of the sport.
Since UFC 100. From top to bottom,
Yes.
UFC 100.
There's so many great fights that people are forgetting. Like, oh, yeah, look, Francis Ngannou versus Rosenstruck. I mean, that fight.
Filthy, dude.
Holy shit.
Dude, how about Dominic Cruz?
Cejudo
The king of
and
135.
Cruz, crazy. And everybody's forgetting, it's so good, people forgot Jeremy Stevens versus Calvin Kattar.
That's a fucking fight.
Look, I really believe Calvin Kattar is the dark horse in that division. I think he
fair.
might be the champ someday.
Agree.
He's got a real shot.
Yep.
God damn, that's a good fight.
I wish I was 5 rounds, though.
Yeah.
Kattar's better than 5.
Well, yeah. Well, if you look at the Zabit fight, he was fucking Zabit
He
up
would've-
in
he
that
would've beat
third
Zabit,
round.
man.
Yes,
I wholeheartedly
he might have
believe that.
stopped him. The third round, he was chasing him down. He was walking him down. Oh man, there's so I
Cerrone
forgot.
Pettis.
Oh, Fabricio Verdum is back.
Olenek.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you know what I picture is Olenek's team going, you got to fight. He's like, oh yeah, who's getting this 10-finger choke? They're all, yeah, it's for Doom. He's like, oh fuck.
He's not getting that
you're not getting
10-finger
no.
choke. He's choking Verdum out.
It ain't happening, homeboy. It's gonna be
God
a
damn it!
striking match.
Uriah Hall versus Jacare, Carla Esparza versus Michelle Watterson.
Stacked.
Holy shit!
Then
What a card.
even go to the prelims.
Pettis versus, oh my God.
Look at that.
Vicente Luque versus Nico Price.
That's fight of
Holy
the night.
shit, that's a good card.
Dude, Bryce Mitchell,
Charles
Rosa.
Rosa, that's a great fight. Oh my God. Ryan Spann, Sam Alvio, right from the fucking jump. It's awesome.
Fight of the night's all over the board.
All over the place. Good luck fighting
It's
for
such
that
a good
bonus.
card. It's such a good card.
Well, when you're trying to jam, all this goodness into one event because you've had this fucked up situation happen where how many cards have been canceled? 4, 5 cards?
Yeah.
4 or
Their
5
last fight
cards?
was in Brazil, and was that January?
It was March. It was right after the UFC event that I did, which was the 7th. I commentated on that one in Vegas. So I guess it was the 14th. And
In Brazil.
That was what was that it? I think
think
somewhere
you're right.
around there, the 14th. And that was the one where Gilbert knocked out Damian Maia.
That's right. And
Yeah.
now he's fighting Woodley.
Yes, I like that a
Interesting
lot.
fight.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
That means, I love Gilbert, but for Woodley to take that fight, he usually picks and chooses who he wants to fight. So
Yeah, what is they said that Dana, I got to talk to Dana this weekend, and he probably, if he tells me, I can't tell you. Well, I'll tell you.
Tell me?
I can't tell everybody else.
Oh, gotcha.
There's some sort of a fight for Masvidal.
I think it's Connor on Fight Island. That's what my fight brain's going towards. Because he said we have a bigger fight for Masvidal. Because they said Kamaru versus Masvidal for the belt, right? That was the talk forever.
bigger fight.
And he
There's
goes, we have
only
a more
one
exciting fight. I'm
bigger
like,
fight.
well, there's only 2 guys who'd be bigger. Connor?
GSP.
Nah, I'd love if GSP, but I don't think so.
GSP. You know why? No belt.
No belt.
They don't have to worry about GSP taking off.
Taking off.
GSP fights Masvidal. That'd be gigantic.
The nice guy versus the bad boy.
Gigantic.
Connor Masvidal's the fight. But then I wasn't even thinking of GSP.
How about
We haven't
GSP
really seen
Connor
amazing fight.
at 170?
Amazing. Well, I don't like Connor at 70, but
GSP Connor at 170.
dude, ready for this? How about Masvidal, Nick Diaz?
Masvidal, Nick Diaz, GSP Connor, same card.
Fight Island.
Good Lord. I might have to take a trip to wherever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I might fly down there.
Where do you think Fight Island is?
I
don't know. No one wants to tell me. How about
It's
that?
one of that Bronson's islands, the Virgin Island guy.
Really?
The Virgin Records or whatever the fuck. Yeah,
That guy?
I'm pretty sure it's one of his islands.
Where'd you hear that?
The water cooler.
Where's the water cooler? Who
You
has
know.
a water cooler these days?
That's right. It might be. But dude, Nick Diaz, Masvidal.
Now, does Nick Diaz definitely want to fight?
I don't know. But I was in my brain, I'm thinking, who's out there who could be bigger than Kamaru Usman, Masvidal? It's either Conor or Nick.
Well, Nick would work because Masvidal beat up his brother.
Exactly. And redemption. He asked for that fight. But it's always tough with the negotiations with the Diaz's.
Well, especially with Nick. Because Nick hasn't fought since Anderson Silva. It was
It'd be a tough go.
Time ago, man.
Tough go. Dude, I'm pointing Masvidal, Conor. When Masvidal was on Food Truck Diaries, off camera, him and his manager were like, dude, it's Conor and Masvidal. That's our fight. They told us they want it to. That's the fight.
Really?
That was months ago. That was right. That was after he beat. Who did he beat last?
Masvidal?
Yeah.
He beat Diaz, right?
That's right.
That was the
yeah,
last
that's
fight?
right. Yeah, I had him on literally like a week after that, and he was like, "Oh, Conor's the fight." They're telling us he wants to fight. We want the fight.
Wow. That's a big fight.
Masvidal, Conor? Jesus
The
Christ,
shit
dude.
talking will be off the charts.
Do a press tour for that, man.
Yeah, you can't scare Masvidal either. And Masvidal's a big fella. I know he fought 55 before. I mean, he fought 55 for a long time, but it wasn't his weight class.
I don't see
He was
Conor
killing
fight him at
himself.
70, though.
He's going to fight him at 70. I
No,
guarantee you.
55.
Masvidal's not going to go to 55. Really? Is that what they said?
That's what. Yep.
That's what they said?
That's what they were talking about.
Oh, they want to
'Cause
weaken Masvidal.
Well,
They
dude,
want to pull a Floyd Canelo on him.
as much as I love Masvidal, Conor's still the top dog in town. So you got to meet him a little bit halfway.
So he's the top dog in town, but I'm telling you, man, when you go to the UFC and you see the pop that Masvidal gets, there's this change in the
no, he's a
public
star, for
perception.
sure.
He's a star. He's a huge star right now. I mean, he might not be as big a star over the world as Conor is. He's not. He's definitely not. Connor's eclipsed the sport, but Masvidal's one of the biggest stars in the
100%.
sport. He's giant.
Easily.
I think that fight would be bonkers. Just straight up bonkers.
Conor said he wants to fight 3 times this year, but that's not happening, so they're going to give him some big fights.
Damn. Man. Masvidal, Conor.
Talk to your boy. See if it's happening.
So who's going to fight Usman?
GSP or Colby?
Usman.
Colby?
Usman. How's Colby going to fight him? He just beat Colby. He just stopped Colby. You can't sell that Colby rematch yet.
Not yet. Huh?
Not yet. Colby's got to beat somebody good. He's got to beat Leon Edwards. He's got to beat someone good. Leon Edwards is like,
He got
boy,
fucked.
He
'cause
got fucked.
He got fucked.
He
He's
got
supposed to fight
fucked.
Woodley. He can't leave the country.
And he's, as far as like how good he is versus public perception in terms of like the knowledge of him, people knowing how good he is, he's waiting for that one fight, that one big fight. And Woodley could have been that fight. If
Woodley
he
would have been that fight. Like Darren Till got Cowboy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how he got on the map. Mm-hmm. Then he got Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
That's all Leon Edwards needs, like a Woodley and then
Yeah.
another, like a Colby or something like that.
Well, if he beat Colby, that would be it for him. That would be a good fight. That's a real good fight to make. Colby versus Leon Edwards is a really
Great
good fight
fight.
to make. And both guys, look, if both guys win, they've got a real argument to fight for the title again. If Colby wins, he's going to talk mad shit, and he's going to, where you at, Marty, and that kind of stuff. And
Hilarious. Dude, what happens?
Leon Edwards will fight next on Fight Island against high-ranked opponent, says Dana White.
Fight Island.
All right.
Come on down.
Okay, who's that high-ranked opponent? Who would that be? Who else is left? Well, there's Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy's still in the mix.
It's a great fight.
That's a great fight. Who else at 170 is in the mix? So you got Gilbert, who's going to fight Woodley, which is a great fight. So those two are accounted for. Wonder Boy, there's no fight for him right now. Who else is in the mix at the top of the food chain?
Did Wonder Boy not talk about going to 85?
Did he?
I thought he did.
Really?
Maybe that's just a fan question.
Maybe he said he would. Okay, let's see what we got here at 170.
Masvidal, Damian Maia, Michael Chiesa. He's my dark horse.
Oh, Chiesa's very good. He's so big. It's so crazy to think that guy's fought 55 for so long.
Tell you who's a motherfucker too is at number 12, Neil.
Oh, yeah.
He's a monster.
Jeff
God,
Neal.
70 is
He's the dark horse of 170, Jeff Neal. He's one of the most technical and talented guys in the division. When he fought Mike Perry and knocked out Mike Perry with that left high kick, I was like, holy shit.
He's a monster.
Jeff Neal, like, he's one of those guys where you look at him like he's something special.
Dude, when you look
Got
at
an extra
55,
edge.
you look at 55, 70, and 85, dude. It is murder's row from top to fucking bottom.
Top to bottom. Has Dos Anjos fought Leon? He hasn't, right?
No.
That's a possibility.
He has a lot of possibilities.
Chiesa just beat Dos Anjos.
Yep.
Gilbert beat. I mean, it really seems like Leon and Stephen Thompson is the way to go. Wonder Boy and Leon seems like it has to happen, right?
Talk to your boy.
I mean, that's probably what they're going to do on Fight Island.
That
If I
makes
had to
sense.
guess,
That'd be a great fight.
that's a great fight. I like that a lot. Now, where's Robbie Lawler in the mix?
Robbie's at 11.
It's interesting, right? Because after Colby just kind of ran him over, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Robbie versus Jeff Neal would be a crazy fight.
That's a great fight,
That's
too.
a great fight. That's a great coming out party for Jeff Neal. God, what a
That's all
fucking
they need
division.
is one big fight. Dude,
How about your boy Barboza going down to 45? How the fuck does he do that? That guy's shredded.
I mean, it can't be good. Can't
He's
be healthy.
shredded at 55.
And if you think 45 is easier than 55, I got another thing for you, brother.
Who is he fighting at 45? He's fighting someone good.
Oh,
Let me see
did they
the
announce who
45
he's fighting?
Yeah. Let me see the 45-pound rankings.
55 is nasty.
What do you got here? 45.
Pick your poison.
Who's he fighting?
Pick your
I feel
fucking
like he's
poison,
fighting.
dude.
I can't remember who the hell he's fighting. Is
From-
it Shane Burgos? I don't know who he's fighting.
That's not an easy fight.
No, he's fighting someone very good at 45. See if we can find.
Dude, 35 all the way up to 85 is so
Madness.
stacked.
It's madness.
It's so hard to become a champion now.
There's a real good argument for opening up these divisions and having one every 10 pounds now when you've got world championship
stacked.
caliber fighters.
Agree.
Yeah.
That's a good point now. I've never been in favor of open up divisions, but now it's so stacked to get to the top, it'd be so fucking hard.
Well, not just that. It's like everybody is not going to get a chance because you have so many guys in a division that are world class.
It's too tough.
The title can't be defended that
Yeah.
many times in a year, and you only have so many years at your peak.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it seems like, look, I've been saying it forever. Every 10 pounds, just open it up.
I wonder why they're against it. More belts. You're doing all these interim bullshit belts. Why not open up the weight classes? Give more guys a chance to shine.
I don't know. I want to have the most delicious beverage of all time.
Is it
Give me that
nice?
shit. Yeah. Grape Killcliff CBD.
Is there caffeine in it?
No.
That's boring.
25 milligrams of CBD, though.
All right.
Just try that.
I'll miss some CBD.
Fucking goddamn delicious. Yeah, I mean, where does it go? And, and at 85, what happens at 85 now? Right? Like, Darren Till just said that he
That
wants
shit is
to,
fresh.
pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
They said Darren Till wants to coach Ultimate Fighter opposite Israel Adesanya. So he put that up on Twitter or Instagram, whatever the fuck it is.
Says a lot of stuff on there.
Stylebender just writes, no.
Stylebender's too big of a star for that.
He
now.
just writes,
Yeah.
no. That's it. Just no.
Why would Stylebender do that?
That's the way he wrote it.
He's
No.
a beast. No. Not happening.
Just fucking.
No explanation, just no.
Just no. and Darren Till's go, but Dan Ige. Ooh,
tough one, too.
Very. And first of all, Dan Ige has fantastic cardio. He's got great submissions. He's got great strikes. He's fucking ferocious. He's coming up. He's improving every fight.
Yeah, I don't know
And
the odds on that, but that ain't fun for Barboza.
That
At
ain't
45,
fun. That
killing
ain't
himself
fun.
to make 45.
I mean, unless he knows something we don't, in terms of like
He would have
weight
went
loss.
earlier if he knew something.
Angela Hill and Claudia Gadelha is a great fucking fight too.
2 dimies.
Woo!
Walt
God
Harris.
Damn.
Alistair Overeem. Dude, what do you do with the winner Francis Rosenstruck?
You give them the interim title.
Right?
That's what I think.
Because
Stipe can't fight right now. He's
he was saying he goes, I can't even get a hold of an octagon right now. I can't even get a full training camp, so I'm not fighting. He goes, no way I can even fight by August. Like, come on, dude.
well, I don't understand that necessarily that argument, but I do know that he's got real problems with his eye.
Yeah, it's an eye issue.
It's a torn retina, and it's supposed to be healing, and he's doing his best to heal. And I'd actually talked to him about it, and he's been pretty vocal about that it's not healed yet. And
So he definitely shouldn't fight.
yeah, he was talking about seeing if there's some stem cell options, but the people that he talked to were essentially saying that the only thing that's available is intravenous stem cell for overall body healing. you know, which he could do for sure, and it would probably accelerate some of the healing. But it's a real problem. Like
dude.
Your eyes are.
Talk to Bisping about it, man.
Exactly.
He should talk to Bisping because I wonder if Bisping would go through the. I know Bisping said he wished he didn't take the Kelvin fight. I think remember that when
because he hurt his other eye.
Yeah, I think
fight.
so.
Yeah, he hurt his good eye.
If you're gonna talk to him about eyes, be Bisping, man.
Yeah.
But with Stipe, all right, so you're on the shelf. You got to give the interim belt to Francis and Rosenstruck.
I think so. I mean, there's no one else that stands out.
And then if you're DC. He wants the belt, the real belt, so he's not going to fight the winner of Francis.
She's not want to fight Francis.
No, you don't want to. Nobody wants to fight Francis. Dude, have you seen I texted. Have you seen Francis with his shirt off?
Yes.
What the fuck, dude?
He's training hard.
We're not
man.
all built the same.
He's training hard. No. Look, man, that guy is like a character in a movie. If you stop and think about his childhood, learning how to fight, and then growing up in a fucking like working in a sand mine. Just digging in the sand. Yeah, I mean, it's like a Conan movie.
Yes.
He's so powerful, man. And he's so big. You're talking about a guy who's cutting weight to make 265. And all natural. Just genetics. Look at that. Off the charts genetics.
What the
power.
fuck?
Insane power. But I'll tell you, man, Rosenstruck is no walk in the park. He's a real elite striker, man. He's a big fuck too.
He's more decorated as far as pure striking
and
goes.
he's big, man. He's fucking big.
He ain't built like that, though.
Nope, not built like that. He's got some body fat on him, but he's a solid 265. Rosenstruck is huge, bro. Have you met him?
I haven't.
He's enormous. Rosenstruck is fucking huge. I mean,
he tits on him.
He doesn't have the same amount of low body fat or
no,
lean
who
musculature,
does, though?
But he has great stamina. I mean, he knocked out Overeem in the 5th round with a few seconds to go. Right?
He was losing that fight, too.
He was losing that fight. But Overeem is a legit elite striker.
Oh.
Now, the difference between the way Overeem fought him and the way Overeem fought Francis, Overeem got stuck in these exchanges with Francis, and Francis hit him with that left hook, which is just
it's the uppercut, right?
It was like a shovel hook. So one of the worst knockouts in the history of sport. Ever.
The head, the fucking head.
The back of his head slapped him in the ass. It really did.
Ain't that a bitch?
I've never
like
seen anybody's
Francis
head
hit you as
snap
hard
like
as he
that.
can.
Oh.
Just this African uppercut, this superhero fucking Iron Man Jack
athlete,
City.
Left hook. Boom. Rosenstruck can take it too. Like he was walking through Alistair's shots.
I bet you doesn't walk through Francis's.
No one walks through Francis's.
Stipe did a little bit.
He got hit by
Paid
him.
the price, though.
I think that part of what happened in the second fight, or the first fight rather, with DC was the damage that Stipe had incurred in the fight with Francis.
That's fair because he took some big shots,
big
man.
shots.
And you only get so many of those.
And when he got hit and knocked out like that, it's like it wasn't the biggest shot he got hit with. I don't think he saw it coming, but the way he went out from that shot, it's almost like,
it was lights out.
You got to wonder how much of that was
That's a great point.
Residual damage from battling the scariest fucking striker in the sport.
Yeah, I'm just super high on Francis now. I think... You know, he got humbled a little bit in that Stipe fight. He was like, dude, it was just too fast. I wasn't ready. I was too arrogant. Went back to the drawing board. You look at him now, and you're like, holy shit, who's going to beat this guy?
Yeah.
He's champ by 2021.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you, he's still got to get past Rosenstruck.
Which I think he does.
He might
Who knows,
not,
though?
Man.
Who knows?
He might not. Rosenstruck is a really talented striker.
Super talented.
It's got to be fucking crazy. It's going to be crazy.
I can't wait for that fight.
Jeremy Stevens versus Calvin Cater's a crazy fight too. You never can count out Jeremy
There's
Stevens.
a lot of live dogs on this. If you like to bet, you can put together a parlay and you risk like 100 and you can win 15,000.
Yeah.
It's like some crazy parlay. But you look at it like, I can see that shit happening, man.
Yeah. And also, who knows what kind of fight camps these guys are getting, right? Like this is
training partners would be the biggest thing. The only one I'm not worried about is Tony Ferguson.
Well,
he's a lone wolf.
How are gyms dealing with this? What happens to a guy like Dominic Cruz? Is he allowed to go to the gym and train? Like what do they do?
If you're one of those big names, I guarantee those guys are getting keys to the gym and going in and doing their thing.
But even if you get a key to the gym, are you allowed to do that? Like this is one of the things.
Who's going to stop you?
But this is one of the things that's been weird. They're giving people tickets for shit.
Dude, I got a ticket for riding my bike.
What?
I didn't tell you this?
No.
Yeah, I got a ticket.
Did we talk about this yesterday?
I brought it up. I wasn't sure if it was
What did Elon say? Can you get me out of it?
It wasn't Elon
fuck.
podcast.
Elon's like, I'll take care of this, Schaub.
What
Fuck
happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm riding my bike like I do every day, avoiding rattlesnakes, and I get on the descent. I'm in the middle of nowhere, dude. Nowhere. I ride from Woodland Hills to like Malibu. I'm in the middle of nowhere in between there, and then I see 2 Ranger trucks intercept me, and they get out and they have masks on, and I just start laughing. I go, no way. I go, you think we're going to get COVID out here? Fellas, you think we can take the mask off? Get the mask off. Nobody's getting COVID out here. And they take their mask off. I'm like, I can't believe they listened. They take the mask off, and I go, are you giving me a ticket? And he goes, listen, here's the problem, dude, is the parks are closed. I go, they're closed? Since when? He goes, how long have we been in quarantine? I go, I don't know. How long have we been? He goes, I think like over 50 days. I went, I've been out here every single day for the past 50 days. He goes, really?
50 tickets?
Yeah, he goes, really? I go, every day, dude. And he's like, well, you just got lucky. And he goes, here's the problem is if 1,000 people had your same mindset and came out here, then we'd have a problem. And I go, does anybody ride here? Does anybody ride a bike here? And the big guy's like, I ride a bike. He goes, I'm actually part of the Thick Boy Bike Club. I go, well,
did he say that?
Yeah. I go,
so
well,
he knows you.
He knows. And I go, dude, have you ridden out here? And he goes, I usually don't go this far. And I'm like, well, you got to be in pretty good fucking shape to get all the way out here, man, and back. You think those people are worried about getting COVID or spreading it? We're going to be fine, man. And he goes, you're probably right. He goes, it's not my doing. I go,
yeah, it's not
so
his
you're giving me a
fault.
ticket? He goes, no, I'm not giving you a ticket. I go, oh, fuck yeah, dude. He goes, but he is. And then this other guy gets out, gives me a ticket.
How much?
He says the lowest fine you can get, it's like 40 or 60 bucks. And I go, it's like 60 bucks. I go, 60 bucks. I go, see you tomorrow. And they started laughing. I was there the next day. I was there today.
Don't say this. They're gonna come now. They're
I
gonna
don't
make
give
an
a-
example out of you.
I don't give up. All right.
Are those when are those parks open? They're not open yet.
Friday.
Now, yeah, but you're supposed to wear a mask while you're.
While you're riding a bike?
That makes no sense.
Oh my God,
You
that's
gotta
so
use
stupid.
Dude, I saw a guy on his bike today out there with me on the trails. He had the mask on. I wanted to be like, get the mask off, dude. Get the fucking mask off, man. What are you doing? How are you gonna get it out here?
It's not. It doesn't make any sense. Everybody's so paranoid. It's so weird. Like
It's a sheep mentality, man.
We're not in the ICU. Okay, we're not in a hospital. We're not in a nursing home.
Or dude, this is my favorite when we're on these trails, right? And you're pretty far apart, and they see me and they put their mask on. I'm like,
Oh God.
I go, but you can't be my friend.
Whitney told me she crashed and got really fucked up, and no one came to help her. Went over the front of the handlebars, almost broke her neck. Nobody wanted to help her, and everyone's wearing a mask.
And everyone kept going. It was like,
And
they'll
people
figure it
yelled
out.
at her for not wearing a mask too.
No one.
It's fucking dark out there, man.
Bunch of bitches.
Bunch of bitches.
Especially out there. Like, the sun. Yeah, those guys, I don't think they care. Because I was even talking shit about
They're
Governor Newsom to
cops.
them.
They're
And
cops.
they were like, dude, we don't agree with it. It's something we have to do.
Yeah, they're just doing their job. Sucks.
That's why I told him, I'm like, I get it, man.
What would it be like if 1,000 people did it? First of all, 1,000 people aren't gonna fucking do it.
1,000 people ain't coming out there, man.
No, it's hard.
And that's why I told him, I go, you ride bikes, dude. You're part of the club. You know how hard it is to get out here, man.
Yeah.
I go, if they're getting out here, they're in fucking shape. And even if we all got COVID, we're all going to be fine.
Yes.
And he was like, I get it, man.
The problem is once the narrative gets established, once the narrative gets established.
It's crazy to me the news isn't held accountable for anything. Like to the slander they're putting out, you're like, why aren't you showing anything positive?
Yeah,
That's why I
well-
tweet out positive stats. I'm like, why don't you guys show anything positive? You're scaring the fuck out of people,
They
man.
want to. That's how they make money. They make money off of advertising. They make advertising off of views. They make views off of scaring people.
And then China said they're starting to get over COVID. Release the fucking warrior hornets or the fuck they are.
The murder hornets.
The murder hornets. That's what I thought this was when I
No.
walked in, dude.
They're about that size, though. That's a tarantula hawk. I think those Asian hornets are actually bigger than that.
It makes me feel sick.
They're
Well, if
so
they're in
big.
Washington, I bet their fucking thick asses are going to head to California. Everybody loves California.
How many of them did they find?
I don't know, a shit ton, right? Have you seen? I was like, how bad can they be? And I look on the video, they're intercepting bees and ripping their fucking heads
Cut their
off,
heads
dude.
off. They snip their heads in half with their mandibles. Yeah. And they kill thousands of bees. Look at the size of these fucks.
Oh my God.
And they show up on at these colonies, these bee colonies. They show up at the hives
And do
just
work.
burn through the hives, just start chopping heads off. There's a horrendous video of these Asian hornets that show up at this beehive and just start chopping them in half. Have you seen that video where that Coyote Peterson guy lets one sting him?
And
Oh my God.
My favorite's the camera guy. Watch it. It's the guy. He's like, oh God, oh God. All right, now tell us what you're feeling, man. That's why we do it. You got to tell people what you're feeling. He's like, fuck. All right. You can tell he's like super annoyed.
Yeah.
It was the worst pain.
It seemed pretty bad. Well, and then 20 minutes later, his arm had swelled up like someone had shoved a shoe under his skin. It was like all popped up and puffy. He couldn't touch anywhere near it. He was in agony.
Dude, have you seen Kings? Is it Kings of Pain, Jamie? I think it's King. It's
I
on.
could not remember the
It's
name.
on. I think it's on the History Channel. I think it's on History Channel, but it's these two dudes, one Australian dude, one regular American dude who's a Marine, and they're like the pain scale hasn't been done since like the 1970s. So we're gonna go around. We give it a 1 through 30. We rank them on these criterias. So they go around all over the world. These fucking dudes, man. They collect these wasps. They collect the tarantula hawk, and then the finale. I'm like, well, what are they gonna do here? They catch a giant boa constrictor in the forest, and then they put masks on so it can't bite their neck and kill them. And then they give the thing their arm. Dude, this fucking python destroys their arm.
Was it a python or a boa constrictor?
I don't know.
Reticulated python, it says.
Yeah, the pythons have horrendous. They have horrendous fangs.
Kings of Pain.
Oh Jesus! Why is it biting the guy's arm?
Well, they want to see how painful it. No one's ever done a pain scale on a python.
Oh my God, that's a big
They
fuck.
did what was it, Komodo dragon or something, and it didn't get off like 10 minutes.
Yeah, the Komodo dragon. They did.
They couldn't get it off him for 10 minutes.
It just it snapped, and it would just.
They had like soap. They're like, let's spray the soap in its mouth. The lizard like, I don't give a fuck.
But Komodo dragons have poison in their mouth.
It might have been a Monotoo. Their crazy lizard bites
it's
lasts 10 minutes.
It might not be.
Is it a Komodo dragon?
Monitor lizard. I'm
Monitor
sorry.
lizard.
Okay. Well, they're in the same family. Oh Jesus!
They can't get it off.
They can't get it off. Well, I know how to get it off. You put a bullet in that fucking thing's brain. I'd be like, fuck this game. Oh my God, it won't let him go. Look at that.
And then so the one guy does it, and then they switch. And the
They
other
both
guy
have
does
to do it.
Yeah. So like,
I would definitely want to go first.
oh yeah.
Well, why don't they put a wedge in its mouth like you do with a pit bull? Look at him punching the board. This is
No one
so
knows what to
silly.
do.
Its claws are getting into him too.
Oh, this is so
Yeah, I mean,
silly.
well-
My thing is, I looked it up. I want to see how much they got paid to do this.
0.
I don't think much.
They paid to do
I was
it.
hoping they
Look
got
at the
paid well.
claws, man. Look how it's using its
Yeah,
claws.
it's gnarly.
I'm pretty sure the one guy's like a Marine. The other guy's just like, the crocodile hunter. Rest in peace. But
So
in
stupid.
Australia.
This is such a white guy thing to do. This is like what Lil Duval calls white boy in. He has Lil Duval. on
Hey,
his
and this
Instagram.
white boy can't get enough of it, dude. I've been watched all 10 episodes in like an hour. I couldn't get enough of it. One day, just through all of it.
Why do you like it though?
Because it's insane,
I
man.
have no desire to watch that.
Really? And
No.
see which animal hurts the most?
No.
Really?
It all sucks. Don't get bit.
I know. Well, I was telling you this off air that the guy DM me because I keep giving the show praise, and he's like, "Dude, for for season number 2, we're thinking of having celebrities on, man. We'd love to have you on." I was like, "Oh, well, maybe." I was thinking, I'm like, I don't know if I want that.
I'm gonna let a crow bite me.
Yeah, I was like, see how bad those pigeons hurt, bro.
What's the scale of a parakeet?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not for me.
The fuck out of here.
Dude, I have this weird because I think Cam Haynes posted a video of him grabbing, I don't think it was a rattlesnake, but he came across a snake. He's like, you got to save these things.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, Schaub, you got to start doing this, man, when you run the snakes. And even before I saw Cam do that, I've had this weird urge to grab the snakes. I don't know what it is. Might be CT, but I have this weird urge to just grab the snake and like, I don't know, fuck with it, like hold it.
Do you bring anything with you, like a stick or anything?
I
when
have
you're running?
nothing, Joe. That's why I text you. I'm like, dude, I need that knife. Because the problem is, if I take my specialized stump jumper, it makes noise.
Yeah.
It makes noise. If I take this e-bike, this YT Industry e-bike, it's silent. So the animals don't hear me coming. So today I stumbled upon 3 coyotes. Pretty big coyotes.
Were they looking at you funny?
Yeah, and I was yelling. That's all I knew what to do. I had my earphones
They
and I
don't
was
even
yelling.
give a fuck.
Oh, they didn't give a fuck,
They're
dude.
so not scared of people.
Oh, you know what? They literally just was like, look at this. What's this fucking moron doing out
They're like, I
here?
wish you were smaller so I could eat you.
Yep.
Can't eat you yet, but if you fall down,
You fall down, it's
you
on,
might
dog.
break a leg.
But I was thinking, that's why I texted you when I got done today. I'm like, I don't have anything, dude. I don't have a knife. I don't have anything. It'd be a problem.
I need a knife. I need to get you
With a
something.
rattlesnake, I don't know what the fuck you do. It's just, it is what it is.
Well, with a rattlesnake, most of the time you just got to get out of the way of them. They're not interested in you, and the coyote's not interested in you either. But a mountain lion might be.
See, and where I went today, there's pictures of mountain lions.
Pictures?
Like warnings.
Oh.
Yeah. That'll give you the heebie-jeebies. Saw a bobcat. I see a bobcat probably once every 10 rides.
They're weird looking, aren't they?
Their feet are fucking fat.
Yeah.
They have these weird- it's like they're wearing Uggs. Yeah. They got like Uggs on, and they just hang on the tree and stare at me.
They're weird.
Remember I told you I'd fuck a bobcat up? I regret that. Because when I saw it, I'm like, well, here's your chance.
They're pretty big.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
They're pretty big and ferocious.
It would be a problem for sure.
Yeah. And plus, who knows what kind of fucked up diseases they have inside their mouth.
But even a house cat, like, I mean, you ever fucked with a house? Even those cats fuck you up.
Yeah. A house cat that wants to kill you, that's a real
A
problem.
bobcat?
Think of a rat. Like a rat wanted to kill you. Like a 5-pound rat. Like a big
Problems.
ass New York City rat.
Problems.
That'd be terrifying.
Terrible.
Bobcat is literally like 20 times bigger than that.
Problems. I talk all this shit about nature till I run into it. When I saw a bobcat, I was like, dude, I'm talking all that shit.
What does a bobcat weigh? It's not even 10 times bigger than a 5-pound rat, but rats don't really get to be 5 pounds. Do they?
I'm sure. Some of those New York rats that eat good.
5 pounds
15 to
is
20
pretty big.
pounds or so.
That's what it says for
It says
bobcat?
19 pounds, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a bobcat in my backyard.
Problem.
Yeah, they're gross. Those little fucks.
But coyotes don't fuck with people, right?
They will. Coyotes killed a girl in Canada a few years back, a 19-year-old lady. She was a promising folk singer, and she was wandering around the woods, and the coyotes found her by herself, and they ate her.
Circled around her.
Yeah, they killed her. That's a terrible way to die, too. A really bad way to die.
God, that'd be a bummer. I don't think coyotes are gonna fuck with me. Like, he's too big. I'll use the bike as a weapon.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so. Well, I don't know.
You nervous at all about going to the UFC this weekend?
No.
Not at all.
No. I'm nervous about how weird people are going to be. Like, people are going to be acting real strange.
I hate people. This COVID's made me hate people.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the actual disease. I'm worried about people.
People, yeah.
I'm worried about people freaking out.
Like, where I get my coffee at 10 speed, this guy, I'm not even trying to be funny, probably 400 pounds, 6 foot, just so out of shape. He works security there. He's like, you ain't come in without a mask. I'm like, there's no line. There's no one in there. I'm like, homeboy, that mask ain't the thing that gets you, dude. It's your fucking cholesterol. I mean, leave me alone, man. Trust me, I'm probably going to outlive you, my man.
Can't come here without a mask.
Oh,
what the
dude.
fuck, man? What the fuck?
I think you're going to be fine in Florida.
Well, Jacksonville is a weird place. I've never been to Jacksonville.
I've been to Jacksonville.
What's it like?
It's not that crowded. It's not like a big, it's not like
more country, right?
It's pretty country, pretty laid back. Tim Tebow was from there. I used to do this golf tournament there every year.
Oh, really?
It's nice down there. It's super laid back. I won't want to do comedy out there.
Well, they're the first people to say, fuck it, let's do it.
All of Florida did, though, right?
I think so. I think Florida's basically opened up for everything. Missouri's opened up for concerts.
Most of it, I think they didn't open up where Miami and Palm Beach are. There's 3 counties down there.
They will, though.
But yeah.
Dude, I'm getting so many offers for clubs
Really?
in June.
So clubs are about to open up again.
Huntsville, Wise Guys, Salt Lake, Nashville,
Good.
Spokane. Like
Love
all
it.
these clubs are starting to come about.
Good. I love it. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen.
When's the store open? Considered me and Jamie were talking about. It's probably considered a restaurant, right? Because there's
No.
one guy on stage. Why not?
It's a live show. It's a theater. Or
No, that's
some
not
kind of a
theater.
live show.
Wouldn't it be labeled a restaurant more than anything?
Well, there's fucking hundreds of people. It's not.
Got a kitchen. They serve food.
Yeah.
Drinks. That's their main, because, the servers
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and just sitting people at tables. And you have one guy,
Yeah.
because restaurants should open up in phase 3.
Yeah, probably a certain capacity, but yeah, they're opening up way before some other stuff.
Oh, that's the thing. These clubs I've been telling you about, they're all not at full capacity. It's all less.
So that's what's going to happen at these clubs. So you get a reduced rate.
Yep.
Interesting.
Which
so
is
50% less people.
I know Wise Guys opened up. They had an open mic night, and I think it was 150 people.
They already opened.
I'm pretty sure they did their open mic.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Utah, I know. I looked at some of the restaurants in Utah. Park City, still not open, but Salt Lake City has some Some restaurants are open, but most of them are open just for takeout.
Theo was in.
Actually, Wise Guy says what they're doing. It says they are open.
Yep.
65% capacity.
It's not bad.
Hey, that's better than nothing. Customers will be asked to keep a minimum of 6 feet between groups. And while waiting in line, all customers will be seated. By the way, you're all touching the same shit, breathing the same air. It's all crazy.
Dude, I'll do the meet and greet in Spokane and lick everybody's face.
Hand sanitizer stations are located at club entrances and at the front desk. All high-touch surfaces, including but not limited to tables, chairs, menus, doorknobs, faucets, bathrooms, and more, have been sanitized and will continue to be disinfected after every show.
Oh, I love this. Customers are not required to wear a mask. I don't want to do a
Good.
show with everybody wearing a mask.
Yeah, fuck that.
It'd be awful.
Dude, I'll start doing shows other places. I'll go to fucking Utah and
100%. We should go down there.
I'm happy to go down there. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I have so many gigs that are booked.
And you need
Chappelle and I,
reps.
we're supposed to be doing arenas in September. I don't know if that's going to happen. Here we are in
It's
May.
going to be close. The problem is the ticket sales. 'Cause
They're already sold out.
So it's not a problem. You're going to be close. I think you're going to be
Yeah.
close. Because you see the NFL, I think release scheduled, is it tonight, Jamie? You know what they changed? Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, NFL went, suck this
Full
dick.
arenas?
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't said anything about attendance, but as far as scheduling goes, everything's in.
Now, what the fuck are they going to do here in L.A.? Because our
Governor sucks.
he's safety first.
Yeah, but you're getting where people aren't putting up with it, and he has to change, right?
People are freaking out about him. It's not good for
They
him.
protest at his
politically.
house. Oh, he's fucked. He won't win
They
again.
protest at his house?
Yeah, they showed up at his house.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That's like the beach thing. Remember I told him, like, dude, I'm telling these people ain't get put up with these
There's
beaches.
a big thing that's happening. When is it? The 9th? When is the 9th? What's today?
Saturday.
Saturday,
It's the
there's a big sort of demonstration that's planned, right? Isn't it?
I don't know.
It's always weird. I mean, we are opening up. Like, I got an argument with my dad about COVID, and he's like, I don't know why you're crying. We're opening back up. I was like, I know, but not quick enough, dude. Not quick enough.
Not
man.
quick enough. Yeah. Just what they should do is quarantine the people that are at high risk at this point. You don't have to quarantine the whole country anymore.
But when Newsom goes so far left and he's like, oh, here we are, man, he can't dial it back. He has to be forced to dial it back because otherwise he looks like an asshole. So now you're talking about ego. Dude, give it up.
Yeah, it's hard to change paths once you've already committed to a certain path. Yeah. It's a bummer.
It's just a bummer. We're almost through it. Listen, the one positive of this quarantine is we've all got to relax. You know, you've got to when you have stand up, you have shows, you have all this thing going on. We're moving at 1,000,000 times an hour. I've got so much time with my kids. Started a bike club. You know, I like rattlesnakes now. I've lost weight.
I've really enjoyed not going on the road. I've enjoyed that a lot.
I've just enjoyed going, and they forced me to shut everything down.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the not flying. I've enjoyed that a lot.
Flying will fuck you up, man.
It's not good for your body, man. You know, I had Jessie May in here last week, and she was saying the
Love
same
her.
thing. She was like, I can't believe how good I feel.
Yes, I feel great. Best I've ever felt.
We're killing ourselves.
Yeah. But I missed the fuck out of it. I missed the road, man.
Yeah. Oh, I miss the shows. I miss the store. I miss performing.
Oh, God.
I definitely miss. I miss writing new material and I haven't written a goddamn thing. I haven't written any stand up.
It's tough, dude. It's tough to feel creative during this lockdown, man. There's
Well,
like other shit going on.
You can write. You could write. I
100%.
could have written. I just decided not to. I decided I'm just gonna do podcasts and work out a lot.
How many years have you wrote? I mean, think how
Constantly.
nonstop.
I also
You ever thought maybe this forced break is good for everybody, man?
it is good for me. I mean, you can make it good for you. You can
Yes.
decide it's bad or decide it's good. But the other thing that I decided is I want to see how I feel about this organically. You know, instead of trying to make comedy out of it right away, I just want to see what my real feelings are about this. Like let it seep in, and then, you know, once I've got a handle on how I feel about it, what
Yeah.
my take is, then do some writing.
What's done for me is that I feel great. I feel better. Started a bike club, lost weight. But the other thing is I've paid more attention to politics because it's never really affected me. Whatever. These guys are fucking all con artists. But
Right.
then when they lock down your lifestyle, That's like, all right, what are we doing here, man? Then
Yeah.
you start to look into things. You're like, holy shit, dude.
We went over the list with Hinchcliffe yesterday. We went over the list of all things the governor has approved for outdoor activities, and it's so condescending. It's so ridiculous and so fucking stupid. This is a long list of things you can and can't do. It's so stupid.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It also shows you how little power governors have,
Yeah.
too.
Well, also it shows you that they like that power. They like it.
Oh, you don't
I'm
run
going
for
to
governor
tell
'cause
you
you
what
don't.
to do.
Mm-hmm.
They're not saying, hey, keep 6 feet apart from each other and, use social distancing guidelines and be safe. They're not saying that. They're saying, here's the things you can do. You can enjoy the sunrise and the sunset.
Crazy.
You can enjoy yoga. You can enjoy bike riding. You can enjoy golf, but no carts.
Nuts.
It says no carts.
Well, it's like people got upset because they posted that the city of Venice filled the skate park with sand because they want kids to stop skating. And I
Yeah.
put, this is lame as fuck. And I had all these comments. Be like, no, it's not. I'm like, have you ever looked at the mortality rate of young kids? Have you?
Zero.
It's 0.
Yeah.
And you're taking away their happiness. What about mental health? Has anybody thought about mental health and going outside and what that does for those kids? What about that?
Well, they're worried that the kids are going to get it and they're going to give it to the grandma or dad or someone's going to get sick. But you can't mandate good behavior. You can't tell people that you need to be smart in terms of like infectious diseases. It doesn't work that way.
Give me a guideline. Say this is what's probably best, and then let the people of America decide.
Yeah, once they've figured it out, people know what to do and what not to do. You're going to allow people to make all these bad choices no matter what. You're going to allow people to drink. You're allowing people to smoke. You're allowing people to take prescription medication. They're killing themselves left and right doing all kinds of other different things.
How many people die every year in America? You ever look that up? It's nuts, man. But
that's
we don't
what's
pay attention to that. We just go, nah, that's just normal.
Yeah.
Well, we're willing to put up with that.
Well, the thing is about most of the decisions, like for cigarette smoke and car accidents, stuff like that, like you decide, right? You decide to drink, you decide to smoke, you decide to drive your car, and it's not contagious. This is contagious. The worry is that you're giving it to people that it's not their choice to get it, old people in particular.
Stay away from old people, man.
But it's the same thing with the flu, right?
Any of it.
All of it, yeah. I don't know. The real problem is if they start doing this for the flu. If they just start, this is a bad flu season, so we're gonna institute social distancing. I'll fucking move. I will. I'd be like, Utah, here I come.
Yeah, I'm at that point.
Going to Colorado.
If it got worse, if we're gonna start opening up, I was at that point. I was talking to the fam about maybe doing something.
Where would you go? Colorado's a good choice.
From there, so I'd like something new.
Yeah.
I'd probably go to Texas.
Texas is a very good choice. Texas, they don't give a fuck. They're free. I talked to Adam Curry. He's already eating dinner in restaurants.
Yeah, Theo said he went to St. George, Utah this past weekend. He's like, man, I went to a restaurant. He's like, that place was a shithole, but best restaurant I ever ate at.
Yeah. Man, what is that going to be like, eating in a restaurant again? But meanwhile, your server's going to be wearing a mask. You're like, what the fuck?
God.
What the fuck? Like, you smiling into that?
Fuck, dude.
Can't even tell if they're smiling.
Hopefully not.
Fuck.
Hopefully people read the actual statistics and everyone kind of learns from this. And
The problem is they're already committed to this doom scenario. Millions of people are going to die. Well, millions of people are going to die, period. Are millions of people going to die from this disease? I don't know if that's true.
Elon Musk says it's not true. Listen to Elon.
I know 8 people who've gotten it. The worst was Michael Yo.
But he came in sick, I thought.
Came in sick. He did.
He had
Came in-
underlying health conditions.
And came in sick and was flying.
And he's
So-
half Asian.
I don't think that.
No, he's Asian.
But I don't think that matters.
Okay. Just playing. Just playing.
What the? He's coming here on Monday.
Is he?
Yeah.
To talk about it?
I'm gonna put him in a plastic bubble and sit him in the corner.
You can get him tested before he comes in?
Fuck yeah, 3 times.
Hell yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Make him wear a mask?
Oh yeah, he's got to wear a mask.
Hell yeah.
Gloves too. Oven mitts.
He's fine, though. Look at him thriving.
He actually got tested 3 days ago. He said he's fine. Sturgill Simpson, he caught it. He was fine. He just said fatigue. He felt a little
The
fatigued.
entire Utah Jazz team got it.
Nothing. Asymptomatic.
They
no
were,
one
They
felt.
were pissed.
Of course, they're fucking super athletes.
Yes.
You think that shit has a chance in the body of a super athlete?
Do you think that shit has a chance of every UFC fighter on the card this weekend?
Yes. Well, how many I want to know how many jiu-jitsu guys are getting it. You want to talk about people that are like constantly being exposed to other people's funk.
Nonstop.
Yeah, nonstop. You're rolling with 5-6 people a day. Everybody's in a room together, sweating like crazy. You're literally rolling in puddles of other people's sweat. Like the immune systems that you must have from doing jiu-jitsu, it must be off the charts.
What phase is gyms? Is that phase 3? These phases
Phase
are
3.
lame as fuck. Is it phase 3?
Yes, phase 3.
So that's when they can open up.
Yeah,
And
but even when
theaters,
they can
too.
open up, can a jiu-jitsu gym open up? A regular gym, they're going to spray down the surfaces. And I mean, I think they're talking about like spin classes and shit. I don't know if they're talking about jiu-jitsu.
I don't think they're detailed enough. Where I bet you jiu-jitsu gyms open up.
God, I hope so.
Me too.
I hope so.
They will.
So weird.
And then the requirements for all the fighters this weekend. Did you read the whole list? Like these poor guys, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
The requirements are nuts.
And the winner goes to another tunnel where they get interviewed, secluded.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of restaurants are going to be open in Jacksonville.
Room
don't
service.
Yeah, I don't even know if Jacksonville's restaurants are open yet. Like, where are we going to be able to eat? I'm in and out, man. I'm in there I'm getting there Saturday morning, and I leave Sunday morning.
Oh, there's no weigh-ins.
No weigh-ins. No public weigh-ins. I mean, the whole deal is just weigh-ins are supposed to be public anyway. The only time I'm there is to do it on ESPN, and I'm there for the presentation, and I announce the fighters' weights and interview the people in the main event and co-main event.
How cool would it be if Florida's like, hey, we're going to open it up. If you want to go, you're at risk. Sign this
Oh, it'd be
document.
great.
Sold out, I bet.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Dude, it would be sold out.
I want people to buy this pay-per-view, man.
Yeah,
You know?
they're going to buy it. It's going to be huge.
I hope.
It's going to be giant.
I hope.
It's going to be giant. I guarantee you, people are so looking
Even with
for
the
something to
economy
do.
down like this?
Yes.
30 million people out of jobs?
There's so many people. Look, there's so many people that are out of jobs. That's a fact. But people have some money, and they need some fucking form of entertainment. They need something.
UFC's going to get people together, too, because people watch UFC with their crew.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, dude, are you really that scared of COVID? I got the fight. All right, coming over. I'm going to order pizza, and then everybody's going to get together.
Can you imagine watching fucking the fights with your boy, and he's wearing a mask?
Dude, my producer, Chin, I go, you watching the fights? He goes, yeah, me and my buddies are going to Zoom it. We're all going to watch it and get Zoom. I went, don't talk to me for the rest of the day.
Oh, God, they're going to Zoom
God
together?
damn it,
I
Chen.
hope they get Zoom bombed by some fucking asshole.
Yeah, I hope someone fucking gives you a virus through that Zoom, dude. You deserve it.
Those Zoom bombers will like
God.
show people are having Zoom meetings. And
Hilarious.
they find it and they
Hilarious.
just fuck you, suck my cock, and beat up their
It's like a serious meeting. People need to grow up, man.
pull their pants down, put their asshole in front of the
People just
webcam.
bored as fuck.
Oh, it's gonna be real weird over the next 6 months when you see the economy because the way a friend of mine put it, he goes, "There's so many people that are out of work right now and they don't even know it yet." Because their business is not going to be able to survive. Whatever they're in, whatever they're doing, small businesses. They think at the high end, and we might lose as many as 40% of all small businesses.
That's insane.
Insane.
For what?
For what?
When we look back on it, for what, man?
Well, I wonder
It's gonna be a huge
overall
mistake.
what the death rate's going to be when it comes to suicide, depression.
Hunger.
Yes.
1 in 5 kids are starving. 1 in 5 right now, I just read.
Where?
In America.
1 in 5
1
are
in 5.
starving.
Look that shit up, Jamie. 1 in 5 when there's depression. 1 in 5.
Jesus
Domestic
Christ.
violence is up. Suicide will be up.
Swartzen told me he was talking to the sheriff, and the sheriff said they usually deal with about 1 suicide a week, and now they're dealing with 5 a day.
No one's saying this. Yeah, but let's keep the old healthy, man. Let's stay quarantined. It's like you have no idea the ramifications. This is awful, man.
I wonder how this is going to affect the governor politically.
Newsom.
I really wonder.
Oh, everybody wants to piss down his throat, even Democrats.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
No,
I thought his.
No, I don't know that.
I think his poll numbers
I
are
think-
actually high.
It was 1 in 7 before this, so
1 in 7
1 in 5 makes
kids are starving.
1 in 7 before this shit hit.
yeah, and a fair amount of them were getting food like at school.
That's
so
the
when
thing, school
wasn't
programs.
cutting out, they lost
Right.
their ability to eat meals. So like they have found ways to new programs that have started
tough
to get
though, man.
a little bit of food, but yeah, that was their whole day. That was their childcare.
And if you're a mom If you're a mom with little kids, toddlers, your break, your fucking grace for the day is those kids going to school or going to daycare. When you don't have that,
Yeah.
dude, it's a beat. You know how it is with little kids.
Right. Now, what happens to those moms if they're single moms and their kids are at home and they have to go to work still?
Most of them aren't. They're out of job too, but they're stuck with the kids, and everyone's just going fucking crazy.
What do they do if they don't? If they're not out of work?
Who knows?
If they have to work and the kids can't go to school because school's locked
Newsom
down.
doesn't care about that, man. Let's make sure that the old people are okay. The economy goes to shit.
Do you think that's his perspective, or do you think he's looking at it politically?
I think he's looking
if
at
he
it politically, and if they can ruin the economy, and that's what Trump's known for, then it's going to give Biden a better chance. Hot take. Two-term Trump. Just kidding.
I was looking at this article where this woman said that I believe Tara Reid, the woman that says that Biden sexually assaulted her, and I'm voting for Biden anyway.
Just to get Trump out of office. I saw that crazy bitch.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Then how
so
about
crazy.
Biden comes out and was like, we got to believe these victims, and when I become president, I'm going to change the law. They should be heard. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
It's all horse shit.
It's crazy.
They're all full of shit, all of them. It's just some weird ideological battleground. And Trump's not doing a good job either. It's hard to defend him. Like he's so worked up about all this stupid shit and telling the media he was being sarcastic so that they reported that he said, I really didn't mean inject Lysol and disinfectant.
It's all nonsense, man. When you look at all these politics, you're like, oh, this is all a bunch of nonsense.
I know, but to see how combative he is,
It's
with people
nuts,
in the press,
man.
It's so silly. It's such a waste of time and energy,
Exactly.
and it makes him look so bad. But that lady, that new press secretary, she's
When
a
you
fucking
sent me
gangster.
that video, dude,
She's a gangster. Have you seen that video?
you've never
Jamie?
seen someone more prepared for a question in your life, Jamie.
Have you seen that? You know
Yeah,
what I'm talking about?
Small point on that, not the big point, but small point. She was so prepared for
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, she's supposed to be prepared.
That's why I
Jamie.
said you've never seen someone
You know
more
why?
prepared.
For that.
They're
for that
prepared.
specific question.
Yes,
though.
Yeah.
because they're prepared. And you know why they're prepared? Because they're trying to play gotcha.
Yep.
So she played gotcha with them. She checkmated them.
She came in there with that fucking Elon Musk flamethrower.
Play that video. Play that video.
Like
You don't
Leonardo
even like
DiCaprio.
it. You're on the other side.
No. I was saying.
Oh,
it
you're a
almost
Biden guy.
No, hey, listen.
like he is.
Before everyone jumps in, I almost was saying that it almost seems like she was working with that reporter to say, "Hey, feed me this so I can shit on everybody."
Nah, that guy got because
That
guy
doesn't
was
happen?
That guy was yelling. He was like, "No,
Wait, hold
you
on,
were ready
hold
for
on,
this."
Hold on. What do you just
He
say?
he served her up a softball so she could fucking fire off the machine gun.
No,
I don't think so.
no,
Doesn't
he
happen?
didn't. That's not what he did at all.
That guy
he tried to
sucks.
play gotcha with her. Do you want to take your word back? Because she said that Trump is not going to let the coronavirus come into the country. And what she's saying, the reason why they're shutting down of travel from Asia is because they're worried about the coronavirus coming into the country, and Trump's not going to let that happen. So they tried to take what she said and take it out of context or frame it
Make
in
her
a
look
way.
bad.
Well, she was saying that Trump is not going to let the country get infected by the coronavirus. What she's trying to say is that he's not going to have free travel where people have coronavirus because it's going to bring the virus in. Not that it's the only way the virus is going to get here. The virus got here anyway.
She came with the fire
The guy
regardless,
said,
Jamie.
Are you going to take that back?
I
The guy-
didn't say she didn't.
First of all, it's a douchey question. Like
All those
are you gonna
journalists are
take
kind of douchebags in the first place.
They're trying so hard to have these moments where they fucking play got ya.
But when do these journalists quit being journalists and become like fucking trolls off Reddit? Like some of their questions to Trump. That's why Trump goes so hard in the paint on them.
I know, but he goes too hard. The problem
He
is
cares
like,
too much.
He cares too much.
He cares too much about what they think.
A lion should not be so concerned about the opinion of sheep.
Correct.
And that's
Preach.
it's not becoming of someone who's in such a powerful position.
You're the president, dude.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking writer for
The way she handled it, though, oh my God, she just dropped a fucking.
It was
It's like
sexy. It was
Wile E.
sexy.
Wile E. Coyote with the TNT. Boom.
She's like, "You ready? You want to do it now?"
Yeah. And then she had a big smile and walked off as they're trying to say. And he's like, "You prepared for that?"
Yeah, she went, "Thank you. Have a good day."
Oh, gee, you think she prepared for it with all those stats that she read right in front of you?
Dude, they need to hire your boy Elon Musk to get on that fucking
Where's the video,
committee.
pal?
The link, the first thing I have didn't have the video links. I'm looking for.
I retweeted it.
He's holding on to it. He doesn't want to give it to us.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jamie doesn't want us to know.
Yeah, I get shit because of this. I'm in the middle of doing 5 things and switching the cameras between you guys talking and
Jamie,
Googling.
we're just playing.
That's playing, man.
No one online thinks you guys are playing.
Oh,
Well, come
well,
on.
people online. I love Jamie Vernon, and we're just playing. However, I do know that he's on the wrong side.
Oh,
He's on the side of the bad guys.
Jesus Christ.
That'd be fun for you, Jamie.
I'm gonna say, let me go to the fight companion.
Oh, here it
You
is.
find it? Here, play this. Hold on, full page and make it loud.
President Trump will not allow the coronavirus to come to this country. Given what has happened since then, obviously, would you like to take that back?
Well, first, let me note, I was asked a question on Fox Business about the president's travel restrictions. I noted what was the intent behind those travel restrictions, which is we will not see the coronavirus come here. We will not see terrorism come here, referring to an earlier set of travel restrictions. I guess I would turn the question back on the media and ask similar questions. Does Vox want to take back that they proclaim that the coronavirus would not be a deadly pandemic? Does the Washington Post want to take back that they told Americans to get a grip, the flu is bigger than the coronavirus? Does the Washington Post likewise
Kinda
want
right.
to take back that our brains are causing us to exaggerate the threat of the coronavirus? Does the New York Times want to take back that fear of the virus may be spreading faster than the virus itself? Does NPR want to take back that the flu was a much bigger threat than the coronavirus? And finally, once again, the Washington Post, would they like to take back that the government should not respond aggressively to the coronavirus? I'll leave you with those questions, and maybe you'll have some answers in a few days.
Haley,
Thank you very much.
Just you were prepared.
Drink that shit in, Jamie. Drink it in.
You were prepared for that.
How you-
Yeah. Oh, like you with
Yeah.
your practice bullshit question? Imagine you have one opportunity to ask her a question, and that's what you ask her.
But then you get
gotcha.
lit the fuck
You
up.
got lit up. Da 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 da. Boom.
And then you get out of there, everyone's like, damn, that was crazy,
Yeah,
man.
you got served.
You
son.
got fucked up.
Yeah, he got served.
I want Dana to get Jamie. So I'm just-
Asking a question. I'm throwing it out there. You guys can say that's not it, but I'm just asking
Okay,
a question.
go ahead, ask a
That was
question.
it.
Oh, so you think it was a softball?
Potential setup.
No, he's a cunt. You could see
I don't
it in
even
his
know who the
face.
guy is. I'm just asking.
I don't know
Nah,
the guy is either. What he was doing, like that was a cunty question. I don't know if he's a cunt. Maybe he's
like-
a really nice guy.
You can look
That's
at his face,
job,
though.
That's his job. His job is to
Gotcha.
try to get attention and get some gotcha.
Yep.
So he played gotcha, and he got caught.
He got lit
got
up.
smacked down.
In the game of politics, he might get one back in 2 months by helping her out now, and now they're going to be a little bit of friends because they
Well,
definitely play both sides of the
Jamie's
game.
online way too
we'll,
much.
we'll keep an eye on it, Jamie.
All right.
Jamie's online
Keep
way
an
too
eye on it,
much.
dude.
Mark it down.
There's this one YouTube video that everybody's sending me that is everyone's saying, you got to look into this about that lady who apparently worked for Fauci. What do you know about that?
What I read is she didn't work for Fauci.
So she's a liar. Is
I'm
that-
not saying that, but that's
What did you
everyone
read
online-
and where did you read it? Is there an article that you could pull up? God damn it, 10 fucking people. You got to look into this. Seems pretty legit.
And what is it? She used to work for Fauci?
I don't have the time to watch
Video
the whole
keeps getting
thing.
taken down.
Yeah, I watch a few minutes of it, and then I try to click on the link 20 minutes later, it's taken down, and a new one pops up. YouTube keeps pulling it down.
God, Fauci, talk about a pussy.
Well, he...
Hey, dude, come up with a... Do you have any solutions?
Well,
It's
shut the world down for a couple
It's
of years.
just doomsday all the time. All you want to do is shut down everything nonstop?
I do got to say that Bill Gates seems really excited about vaccines.
Yeah.
And you know what I've heard from more than one person is that, first of all, I don't know if there's ever been a coronavirus vaccine. I don't think there has been. Right?
I don't think so.
And
That's
two,
what
the
they're
other
looking
thing is
for.
they're saying that even if you get vaccinated for this, you might have to get vaccinated every year for it. It might be something that returns every year in some new form, and you have to get vaccinated again.
Jesus Christ.
And there's no indication so far that people who have antibodies are 100% immune to it. Also, they found out, there was an article, see if you can find this. Forget about that Fauci thing. See if you can find this. There was an article that said that they've determined that the people in Korea, at least, who tested negative for the coronavirus and then tested positive, that these were some, I think the way I describe them is latent antibodies in their system, and that they're just such a small amount that even though they're testing positive, it's still from the initial infection and not
Oh, it's like residue in there?
Yeah, it's not like a new infection. Boy, did we fuck that up. You don't
It
sound
just
like a
says they're
doctor at all.
testing to see if they have been reactivated by being
Being worn down or something?
no being like
Infected?
yeah.
I think it's funny too how like Texas, Ohio, Atlanta, Utah, Denver, these cities opening up, and people going, see, look what happens when we open up, more cases. Like, no, dum-dums, we're testing more. So of course there's gonna be more cases.
Yeah, there's more cases.
All I care about is the mortality rate. Look at the mortality rate. You know how many were in Denver yesterday? 0.
Nobody died in Denver yesterday?
Nobody yesterday.
Well, Utah, or was it Montana? Yeah, Montana's 1 death ever. 1 death from COVID.
We can take this operation to Utah or Montana.
Montana gets real cold, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to do cold. So
Utah gets cold too.
yeah, Utah, Texas, dude.
Texas does not get cold, but it gets hot.
I don't mind the hot.
But they got good food.
Great food, good
Yeah,
people.
I like the accents.
Great clubs,
Yes, great place to work out.
the best.
Well, Salt Lake City's Wise Guys are some of the best clubs. Don't they have 3 of them now?
No, Wise Guys?
Yeah, they have at least 2.
I only know of the main one.
I think they have at least 2.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Keith.
Yeah, that Wise Guys is a great
He's one of
club.
my favorite people.
Yeah, they're that Salt Lake City club is fucking fantastic.
His brother, you'll like this, Jamie. His brother was the offense coordinator at Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, Roll Tide. So I'll talk to him about football because he knows his shit, man. He's
Yeah?
such a good dude, man. Such a good dude.
Yeah, that's an underrated place, Salt Lake City. Real underrated. The Mormons got everybody so scared of Salt Lake City. You can go there at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. There's no traffic.
Yeah, it's great out there. Then go to the Red Iguana, get that Mexican food.
That red iguana's good,
That's
bro.
my spot, dude.
Oh my God, you can get fat there easy.
It's so nice.
Real easy.
They got good shopping out there. It's clean.
It's very nice.
Good
Very
hotels.
nice. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I like it. I like Utah, period. Nice people.
That I have a show end of June, which is almost sold out in Spokane, and I do meet and greets, and the club's like, no meet and greets. Brendan's not gonna meet with anyone because they're worried about Corona. And I emailed my manager this morning. I went, dude, I'm good to meet and greet, man. I'm telling you, I'm good. I'm comfortable with that. He's all, really? I'm like,
manager's freaked
I'm telling you,
out?
I'm good. Yeah, the club's freaked out. I'm like, I'll sign a waiver, whatever you want, but I'm not gonna go there and not meet people, dude.
Everyone's so scared.
Oh God.
When do you think it's going to be back to normal, where people won't be scared anymore?
Let the bitches suck on their thumb and hide, and the rest of us just go about our business, man.
I asked my dad about what it was like in polio, like in the 50s when they were growing up, and like that summer when people were getting tested, like people were afraid to jump in pools because they're like, there's like polio in that pool, don't get in there. So it might last through the summer, until.
Well, the worry is that it
maybe a
comes
year or so.
back in the fall, and I don't totally understand this. When they're going to say it's going to die off in the heat and then come back when it gets cold again.
You mean like flu season?
Yeah.
You mean like your standard flu season? Here's the other thing is we did the quarantine to, really protect the old and those at risk, but also to make sure the hospitals can, tolerate the mass of people coming in there with COVID. Well, I think we've done a pretty good job of that, and that's why we're opening up. Those hospitals, a lot of them are shutting down. They can't afford to stay open.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, the
Now, New York
stories
says
you
hold
see
my
in the news-
mask. New York says hold my mask. People are
Some
dying like crazy
hospitals
over
in New
here.
York, yeah.
But
Some
other than
hospitals
that,
in New York.
man,
Yeah.
I have friends who are nurses, stuff, especially in Texas and LA, and they're like, no, people are scared to come in here now because they think they're going to get COVID here.
That's so weird.
The whole thing's it's like we're living in a real shitty Black Mirror episode. It's like the most boringest episode of all time.
Well, the guy from Black Mirror says he's not even going to have a season this year because he can't. Like, this is the world is too bonkers for him to be able to do Black Mirror.
Jesus Christ.
He's going to have to let it sit out and
Have you been watching? What have you been watching?
Ozark. Did you watch Ozark?
So good. Did I?
Did you watch the whole season?
All 3.
The end.
Binged them all.
The end is
I
like,
can't
what
get enough of
in the
it.
fuck?
I can't get enough of that shit.
As soon as the last episode of season 3 was over, I Googled, when does season 4 start?
What to say?
They don't have an answer. Like, how are you going to leave me hanging like that?
Everything's on hiatus.
Oh, no. They can't act because then they have to get close to each other.
Oh, God.
Someone might get the cooties.
I watch Hunters with Al Pacino, Hun Nazis.
Oh, how's that?
Amazing.
Really?
Oh, it's good.
Really?
And
Is that a series or is that
It's a series
show?
series on Amazon.
Oh, Amazon's doing some good shit, man. You ever watched Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
No, I want to though, because you said it's good, right?
First 2 seasons are very good. Third season lost me in the beginning, but I might try it again.
Coming back.
Now that Ozark is over, I might jump back in.
Ozark has to be top 5 of all time.
It's a fucking amazing show.
It's
so
so
good.
fucking good.
And you know what's crazy? We were just talking about this. The scariest people on the scariest show are women. That Darlene bitch is the scariest woman in all of television.
The
lady
the
who
lawyer.
the poppies. Yeah, the lawyer.
Oh, that crazy
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, that one.
And then
the
spoiler,
lawyer.
and spoiler in 3, 2, 1. And then she's hooking up with like that 17-year-old.
Hilarious.
She kills her husband.
Yes. She's so fucking
She's so
hardcore.
crazy.
Yeah.
When she shoots homeboy.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, keep it.
I'm so bad at spoilers.
Yeah, it's a spoiler alert.
It's been out long enough
Yeah,
now.
no.
Dude, I got
because
some-
people
I got-
don't have the time. You can't ruin it for them, Brendan.
People don't have time to do what?
They don't have time.
We have nothing to
But
do.
there's other shows. There's movies. Maybe you just. I binge watched every Adam Sandler movie he's ever done,
Good for you.
except Little Nicky. I haven't seen
Oh,
Little
Little
Nicky.
Nicky's good. People hate on it. I love Little Nicky. Kevin Nealon has tits.
Maybe we'll watch
He
it
grows
tonight.
tits on his head. It's hilarious.
Maybe we've been
Super underrated.
We've been doing every night. We have a movie night at home.
Oh, he's a great.
with the kids. Dude, Adam Sandler movies are.
He's the best.
Zohan is to this day one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
You had Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore,
Yep.
Wedding
Happy Gilmore's
Singer.
amazing. Wedding Singer, amazing.
Big Daddy.
Yep. Yeah. Big Daddy was great.
Great.
He's got great fucking movies, man. Like, and he gets hated on. Like the Rotten Tomatoes.
I wonder
scores.
why.
I don't know. I don't get it. I guess
so
because
talented.
People want really clever, really great writing.
Just be entertained. Oh,
Yeah.
you're telling me Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore's not creative writing, especially at the time?
It's the thing is, the kind of jokes, although they're hilarious, they're like all dick jokes. It's all like, but it's funny.
That's
Like,
my brand.
all I care is what's funny.
Me too.
That's
I
all
just want to
care
be
about.
entertained.
Dude, I howled at Happy Gilmore. Howled.
Oh, it's
so
fucking
good.
great, dude.
You forget how good it is.
It's so good.
There's so many of those movies
Bob
I haven't seen
Barker?
in forever. Yeah. I haven't seen so many
Did
of
you
those
see
movies forever.
Uncut Gems with him?
I haven't. I heard it's great.
Oh, dude.
I heard it's great.
He blows you away in that.
And
Blows you away.
that's a drama, right?
Drama. Yeah, he plays a serious character where you're just sweating the whole time. It's so intense. It's so good.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I saw Ready Player One. That's a fucking great movie.
I haven't seen that. Was that
Really
Michael Keaton? Who's the director? Steven Spielberg.
Spielberg.
If you care to, the book, which I listened
Ready
to.
Player
It's
One?
one of the only fiction books I've ever even bothered to go through, but I listened to it. Will Wheaton, the guy from Star Trek, reads it, and he reads some character voices. Fucking awesome.
Nerd alert.
It's way different than the movie. Way different
Really?
than the movie. Yeah. The stuff they do, like the trials, if you will. I don't want to like spoil it much because it's so different. It's so much more detailed. It's way awesome. They just couldn't do it in the movie because they would have had to pay for way more licenses for way more things.
Hey, did your boy Tom O'Neill, who wrote that Manson book, the CIA book, did he say when they're going to come out with the documentary, the TV show of it?
No, because they still haven't decided whether or not they're going to do one single documentary or they're going to do an Amazon series like Wild West or Wild Country. Wild
they should
Country.
do a series like
Yeah,
you know,
like Wild Country. Or Tiger King or something like
yes,
that. Yeah.
that's what they should do.
Yeah, they should definitely do that. They should do a series. It's too intricate. It's too detailed.
It's
there's
deep,
there's
dude.
so much going on with that fucking book. That book's amazing. But that book became a New York Times bestseller after it came on the podcast. It's blowing through the fucking roof. It's huge
It deserves
sales
it.
now.
It
Yeah.
deserves it.
Yeah,
it's so fucking good.
Yeah, and the
And the amount of
paperback-
time he put into it.
I don't even think the paperback's out.
June 23rd, I think, unless they bump it up or
Right.
whatever. But
So the
fascinating.
hardcover sold out.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's a really well researched and well done book.
So his life's work, man.
It's crazy to think that this guy worked on it for 20 years. 20 years on this one book. And it started out as a magazine article for Premiere.
Nuts, and he got
And then-
super deep.
And as he started uncovering things, he's like, holy shit.
It'll make you question everything with the CIA, all that stuff.
Oh,
Like, what the
100%.
And Manson, you're like,
You got into it way before he was on the podcast. How did you find out about it?
this is very strange. I'm not obsessed, but I like Manson stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. After that whole time period, in the late 60s and 70s, I like that time period, especially in Hollywood. I just got into the Manson stuff, man.
It is a weird time.
And then
period.
then somebody recommended it to me, like a fan. It was like, you might dig this one, man. I picked up. I was like, holy shit, this is good.
Fitzsimmons knew that guy during the entire time he was writing that book. They were next door neighbors for 20 years.
What?
That's how I found out about the book. Fitzsimmons does my podcast. We're hanging out and talking. He goes, hey, man, He goes, there's something you'd really be interested in. My friend Tom O'Neill wrote this book about Manson. Immediately my eyes gloss over. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah,
Your friend
here we
wrote a
go.
book about Manson.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking. And the more he starts talking, I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. He goes, he was a part of this CIA LSD experiment where they were helping Manson get LSD, and they were teaching him these tactics for getting these fucking hippies, and they probably did it while he was in jail, and they probably dosed him, and then it turns out that those doctors with the same names as the doctors that were in the CIA LSD program also visited Manson in prison. You're like, holy shit.
And they see how much leeway they gave him get in trouble with the law. You're like, what
Every
the fuck
time
is
he
going
got
on
arrested, they let him out, even while he was on parole.
Nuts,
Violated his parole, they let him right out of jail. And every time they talked to the sheriffs or the different cops that arrested him, they're like, it's above my pay grade. They were told to let him out.
What's interesting about Manson too is he's labeled as he's obviously the most famous serial killer. Not a serial killer though. How can you label him a serial killer? He's never killed anybody.
Well, he definitely killed somebody.
He shot a guy.
He killed that one guy at the ranch that
Shot
died.
a guy, yeah.
Yeah. And he directed those other people to kill people.
Maybe.
Well, what's interesting is
That wouldn't be a serial killer.
no, he's not a serial killer.
No.
He's a killer, but he's also a part of a CIA LSD PSYOP program. All that fucking
Wasn't Kaczynski
mind
too
control
though?
shit. Yeah, he was a different one. Kaczynski was a part of the Harvard LSD experiments. Yeah, they were doing a lot of wacky shit with LSD back in those days. There's a lot of terrible things that happened to people because they dosed them up with LSD and blew their brains out.
It's weird Manson never came out and said this. Like, oh, dude, I was fine until these fucks came on and gave me LSD. I was trying to fucking play with the
Well, do you think they would
the
let
Beach
him?
Boys.
I mean, back then when
Because he's
Manson
a legit
was alive,
musician. Like, pretty legit musician too, man.
Is there any of his music? That's
Yeah, you
available?
can listen to his music. He almost got he would hang with the Beach Boys.
Yes, yeah. Brian Wilson was going to give him some sort of a contract, and they
Then his agent went down to his ranch and was like, well, this is terrible. And then that's when he's like, oh, well, we're going to kill you now. Well, we're going to kill everybody.
Oh man, can you imagine though? Back then, no internet. The whole hippie movement is a new thing, right? Before the 60s, the 50s, there was nothing like that. So all of a sudden, like, that's like from 2010, there's no hippies at all. And all of a sudden, here we are in 2020, and hippies are everywhere. And they're flower children, they're doing acid and freaking out.
Having sex.
And having orgies. And
You mean
living in
having
the
a great
streets.
time, Joe?
Some of it's probably a good time.
Probably the best of times. You know Woodstock went on during a pandemic?
Yeah, you sent me that.
That's
Now,
nuts.
they closed down. It was before Woodstock, right? And they shut everything down
They shut everything
and
down,
avoided
but
the
Woodstock
pandemic.
still went on.
Yeah.
But like the economy, everything that shut down.
How long?
It was bad. It was more deaths than we have during this thing so far.
Really?
Yeah. And America's kind of powered through it. Like everyone's like, we've never seen something like this before. It's like, you all get history, man. We have.
Well, everybody goes to 1918.
Hong Kong flu, 1968, killed 1 million worldwide and 100,000 in the U.S.
Wow.
Woodstock went on during that time. Think about
All
all the
those
dudes that got their dick sucked during that pandemic.
Dirty hippies.
Yeah, in mud.
Yeah, dirty
In
hippies.
mud. And Hell's Angels were there stabbing people.
And that was called the Hong Kong flu. And then
That's
they tried to
racist.
call this one the Kung flu. But is it racist if it came from Hong Kong? Did it come from a wet market?
They say that's fake, right? It's created in a lab.
They say, well, there's two stories. One story is, yes, it was created in the market. The other story is it was something that was in a lab and it was leaked.
What's Elon Musk say? He's my Lord and Savior.
I didn't ask him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, didn't ask him about that. We talked about the disease, but we basically talked about the infringements on civil liberties by forcing people to stay home, and he doesn't agree with any of that. And
Nuts.
He said you should have the right to quarantine if you so choose to.
That's America.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm always over by his SpaceX, and it's so, in a weird way, motivating. Look at what he's built over there.
Yeah.
I take my son to the gym over there, Jeff Foley's gym, and we park right by it and just see the huge spaceship and the parking, and it's kind of it used to be a hoodie area, and it's booming over there now, man.
Is it really?
Oh.
Where is it? Is that Burbank?
No, it's like Hawthorne, yeah, Hawthorne. Right by the Hawthorne airport. And you just see this, you take a right and see this huge spaceship, SpaceX. in this dope building.
Dude,
Security.
we were talking about Neuralink a lot yesterday.
Oh, you're talking about what?
Neuralink.
What's that?
They're gonna drill a fucking 1-inch diameter hole in your head and insert something with these little wires. They're gonna go about 2 millimeters into your brain, and they're gonna juice up your fucking noggin.
So it's just everybody's smart as fuck.
That's how it's gonna work.
So then you just have a computer in your brain.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be smart as fuck. He goes,
Elon doesn't need that.
this is what Elon said. You're not gonna have to talk anymore. Not gonna have to talk anymore.
I don't
One
want
day,
that. I don't
no
want
need
that.
to talk anymore.
How are we going to communicate?
Through our brains.
Oh God, I
We're
don't
gonna
want. Why do
tune
we-
into each other with the universal language.
Oh, we're gonna
of
be
love.
robots. Oh, you mean be robots, Elon? I don't
Aliens.
want that. Elon, don't create this shit, dude.
Aliens. We're gonna become aliens. That's it. Look. One of the thing he said when we were talking about artificial intelligence, it was like, if you can't beat them, join them. Look, that's what it's gonna look like.
Hilarious.
A hole in your fucking head, bro. That's what it's gonna
Who's
look like.
signing up for that first?
Me,
No.
first in line. Fuck it. Let's see.
That's good. You get the
Tired of
shitty
talking to
version.
people. Tired of talking to people. I'm going to put out podcasts just laying there and just thinking, and then you're going to receive it.
What a nightmare. What's
Yeah.
the point, man?
Well, the point of this, first of all, initially is to heal injuries. He said we're going to be able to take people with spinal cord injuries, even quadriplegics.
CTE?
Yes. All those things. Everything. Brain damage, Alzheimer's. And you're going to, but the thing is about people that are injured that can't move, you're going to have new things that move your muscles where your spinal cord doesn't work anymore. And he goes, and ultimately it'll work even better. I go, better? He goes, yes, better. So it'll work better than your own fucking spinal cord and your own nerves.
So then your reactions, your movement, sports are going to be insane.
Yeah, imagine
want that
some
world,
dude
man.
who's got like a catastrophic neck injury, and they go, we got good news and bad news. Bad news is you have a catastrophic neck injury. You're paralyzed from the neck down. The good news is we're going to install Neuralink, and your body's going to work way better than it ever worked. You're just going to have to bypass the regular nerves with these synthetic nerves, and we're going to install everything. It's going to take about 16 hours on the operating table, and you're going to get out, and you're going to be able to jump over buildings.
Yeah, but you know that first version's gonna be like the cell phone, so it's gonna be some blocky fun. You look like an asshole. Yeah. Nah, not for me, man.
Not for you right now, but just like you don't want to carry that brick that fucking homeboy had in Wall Street in your pocket. Remember the Michael Douglas brick?
Yes.
You don't want that in your pocket.
Hell no, I'm gonna wait.
Right? That thing
I'm gonna wait
sucked.
it out.
But look, all those years later, look what we got.
I
Look
know,
at
you're
that
right.
sleek
You're
little
right, Doc.
device. So nice.
You're right.
That's what it's going to be. In the beginning, it's going to be some stupid thing. You got to wear a football helmet everywhere, but you could see the moon. You can read people's minds, but you have some fucking big bulky thing on your head, like a motorcycle helmet or something.
I'll probably be dead, but for my kids, it's gonna be a weird world.
No, I don't think you will be. He's talking about 5 years. He's talking about the implementation of this stuff.
5 years,
starting
that
in
thing's
5
gonna be
years.
like $1 gajillion.
I don't think it will be, man.
Oh wow.
But I think the thing that you have to worry about is the haves and the have-nots. There's never going to be a bigger distinction between haves and have-nots to when you have this Neuralink that literally turns you into a super cyborg, and the people that are poor have no access to that. So he was sort of saying, like, you're going to have access to so much more productivity. You're going to be able to get so much more accomplished.
You're never gonna get tired.
It's going to be so different.
And he's creating this?
He's making it.
Why do you want to do this, Elon?
I don't think he can help himself. When you talk to the
Well,
guy,
like you said, if you can't beat him, join him.
well, I also think his brain is so different than our brains. When you're sitting there talking to him, I think he's trying to talk to me the way I talk to a 3-year-old. Like if a 3-year-old's trying to talk to me about a drawing they made, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So is that a house? Is that the house right there? Oh, is that you? No, it's your daddy. Oh, okay.
That's how it is for him on a daily basis.
That's how he
Just the worst. He's all
I'm always surprised that he talks to me. Whenever I text him, I'm always surprised he texts me back. And then when
It's
I talk to
Elon
him,
Musk,
I know.
dude.
When I'm sitting down with him, like,
Whose idea was it for him to come on?
well, he was tweeting a bunch of crazy shit about
Which I love.
getting rid of his houses. And
Yeah, did he explain why he wants to get rid of his house?
yeah, he said that it's an attack vector, the fact that he has so much possessions and he's so wealthy. People, oh, you're a billionaire, you have so many things. He goes, okay, I'll get rid of everything. I won't have anything. Then what? What do you say then?
Well, you gotta have somewhere
He's
to
gonna
live.
rent. He's gonna rent. He's gonna rent a house.
Oh, come to
what he told me.
Quit listening to people, dude. You're a fucking billionaire. Become a supervillain. Do your thing,
He was
dude.
tweeting shit like "Free America Now."
Yeah, I
like all
loved
that
it.
stuff. And
I loved it.
I did too. And everybody's going nuts. And people were mad at him. People were agreeing with him. And so I saw him. Like, I guarantee you, he probably
There's
wants
a lot to say.
Yeah, and he also wants an opportunity to express himself freely, where someone can. And there's not a lot of places where he can just do that. And so I said,
Oh, I love it.
I just sent him a text. You ever want to come on talk? I go, you have an open invitation.
What was he like?
He goes, when would be good for you?
Does he write in code?
No,
Really? Just normal?
text messages.
Wow. Wow.
He's a fun guy, man. I really enjoy
Bet
his
he didn't
company.
smoke weed this time.
Nope. I
Nope.
told him we could leave the weed alone. We drank. We had some whiskey.
Oh, did he drink?
Yeah. He always drinks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we talked.
It must be tough for him. Yeah, he's so smart.
The only reason why he didn't come in the day before yesterday is his kid was born.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So he left the hospital, went home, came right here.
Gangster.
Yeah.
Always been a fan. Even when he didn't have hair. Always a fan.
Got those plugs, son.
Oh,
They
dude,
work.
the
He got-
come up. He's a
got the
timepiece now.
High level plugs.
Elon Musk plugs, man.
Yeah, he spent the good money.
I don't get why Trump and LeBron don't figure it out. If Elon can.
Yeah. Well, LeBron, first of all, just shave his head.
Yes.
And Trump, first of all, just shave your head.
Oh, you imagine Trump
even if
bald?
I could
He looked like
grow
Kingpin,
hair,
dude.
I swear to God, if I could grow hair, I'd shave my head.
I don't know. If you draw like that Jesse Stamos, oh, come on,
I'd shave
dude.
my head. Dude, I like the way I look. Bald.
You look cool.
I do. I do like it. I like the low maintenance of it. I used to have a hairdresser that I went to for years, and she's nice, and I miss her. She's cut my hair. We had good conversations. That's it. That's all I
That's
miss
it.
about having hair.
Yeah.
Shampoo and
You had
also
a good
when it
set
was
of hair on you, though, too, man.
back in the early
Back in the
days.
day.
But that shit started going, son.
Yeah.
And then the Propecia. Propecia's not good for the pecker.
But Brian begs to differ. He says it takes harder on it.
I don't think
That's
so
what he
hard
said.
to believe.
Who
So
knows?
hard
Who
to
knows with Brian? But
It's
that's
so
what he says.
hard. It's so hard to figure out. You got to decipher
funny.
through the madness.
He's so funny. He's so crazy.
And Brian is shaving his head too now. He's just taking it in steps.
That's what I told him. I
he
go, do
buzzes
the
it
full
down.
Rogan. He's like, no. I'm like, dude, it's a matter of time.
Well, it's
Father
grown
time cuts
longer
your hair.
now. He got it really short, and now he's letting it grow a little
Yeah.
longer.
It's gonna grow out looking like shit.
Yeah,
Father
buzz it
time is his
down.
barber.
Yeah.
Dude, let it go.
Buzz it down, baby.
Buzz it down, dude.
Don't be scared.
People dig the short hair on Brian.
It's so low maintenance. That's what I like about being bald. Every 4 or 5 days, I take the clippers and I fucking. I try to convince Jamie because Jamie can't get a haircut because there's no barber.
No, his shit
I'm
looks nice
shave
right
it down,
now.
bro.
No.
No, his
Shave
shit
it
looks
down.
flowing right
Maintenance,
now.
you still got, when you go outside, you got to put on sunscreen and shit.
Put a hat. You wear a hat everywhere you go, son. What are you
Well, yeah,
lying?
That's a
You're
fair-
wearing a hat right
that's a
now.
fair
I didn't
point.
say it's maintenance. I'm just saying it's the same maintenance.
Dude, my hair was down to here. My hair was down to here. And then I got on the trails and I was like, I'm hot as fuck.
Well, you used to buzz down when you fought.
Oh, yeah.
You used to get crew cuts.
Because low maintenance.
Yeah.
Because, I remember
Yeah.
I was looking in the mirror, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And then shaved it.
Yeah, when you're fighting, you can't be thinking about shit
I was
like
thinking about
that.
shaving. I was trying to convince my son to shave it too. And his
Really?
mom's like, he's not shaving his head. He looks like a little Navy SEAL and it's shaved. It's cute as fuck. Dude, I got to convince him not to touch fucking rattlesnakes, man.
Oh, yeah, he probably doesn't understand.
No, I kept showing him videos because I show him the videos. Before I show you guys, I show him when I get home. I'm like, look, Papa saw another rattlesnake. And he has this false confidence, right? He goes, I'm the fastest kid in the world. I go, you're the fastest kid in the world. That confidence is going to help you when you get older. But right now, he goes, I'm the fastest kid in the world. I go, you are fast, but you're not faster than a snake. He goes, yes, I am, Papa. I go, I'm telling you, you're not faster than a snake. I go, are you faster than me? He goes, yes. I go, all right, well, let's say you're a little faster than me. We're not as fast as this. And I'll play a video of a snake striking. I go, you're not that fast. He goes, then I chop it. I chop it. You don't chop it, dude. So I've been showing him just
like
horrible.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, I show him horrible videos of snakes, horrible videos,
Oh god.
and it's just not getting through his head. So now I tell the lady who watches him during the day, if I'm at work, or his mom, like, if he goes outside, someone has to go first. If you hear a rattlesnake, you get him the fuck out of there because
thinks
he's
gonna
really
grab
he
it.
thinks he's faster than it.
Oh my god.
I'm the fastest boy in the world. All right, dude. All right, dude.
You gotta admire the confidence.
I know it's gonna pay off when he's older if he gets in sports, but right now
As
it's
long as
a
he doesn't
problem.
get bit first.
Oh, dude, nightmare.
Oh my god.
I guess there's
Kid
rattlesnake socks you can buy. People have been sending me there's
What
these
does
socks
that
you can buy where the snake can't get through it.
Huh. It must be Kevlar.
I have no idea, but I should
Yeah,
probably
it
get
has
a
to
pair.
be it's got to be the same material they use for knife-proof vests and shit like that.
Dude, I'm going mountain biking with this guy Joe. He's a specialized pro, and me and him go on the trails, and that's why I've been training so hard because I know I'm going to go with him. So I want to try and see where I'm at up to with this pro guy. Should
Really?
be pretty nuts.
So you're
Dude,
training?
I'm training. Yeah, I go to sleep. Before I go to sleep at night, I'll go through the trail in my head. Just like when I was fighting,
Really?
I go through it in my head. I'm obsessed with it, man.
Mountain biking.
Nuts, right?
How did that happen?
The quarantine.
But
Do you
it's
want to do
out of
that downhill?
nowhere.
That
What do
big glacier downhill thing? Have
Yes,
you seen that?
yes.
Is that the
Where's
goal?
that?
It's in like France. You go to the top of a glacier and you go all the way down. That's the thing we've seen a few times where everybody crashes
Oh,
in
that
that
looks
big thing.
It's
terrifying.
nuts.
That's the one where you
fucking
go over
awesome,
that
though.
ridge and to
Yeah.
the left and to the right is
That's
death?
a different thing. That's
Oh.
just fun. That's just fun trails.
What's weird? What's weird about me is I like to suffer a little. I like going up the hills, man. I like when it's steep as fuck, and I have to. And sometimes my quads will get so pumped of blood, I have to get off and walk. And I have this weird trigger me. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. And the sun's beating down on me. There might be a rattlesnake. I'm just like, oh fuck. I'm going. I just love it.
Well, it's no pounding too. That's the great thing. You're getting cardio without beating the fuck out of your joints.
And I'm getting lean, dude. I'm losing weight on it
Nice. Doing this every day?
every day.
How many miles?
Today I did 24 miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's real.
Ah, dude, it's the fuck.
What do you do when you get a flat? You're 24 miles out, you get
Fix
a flat.
it. You can fix it. Some of these
Fix it? What do
are
you-
some of these are tubeless, but I know how to fix it.
Really?
Yeah.
Tubeless.
Tubeless tires. So where if they get a flat, there's a liquid in that fills the hole. But sometimes it's too bad. Where like my chain's broke, I can fix it.
You fixed a chain?
Fix my chain.
Where are you learning how to do this? I don't even know you anymore.
I know it's
Fixing
weird.
chains?
Weren't you when you first got into hunting? Weren't you obsessed with it?
Yes.
That's how I am right now with biking. It's
Wow.
weird, dude.
That's interesting.
It's very and like the Thick Boy Bike Club. That it was a joke at first, but then all these people just started bike. I'm getting hundreds and thousands of messages of people on their bikes. I was like, we got a real fucking club here.
a thick boy. You should do it like, you know how Kevin Hart does those things where he has like these races?
That's what I'm
Everybody
doing.
gets together and have
That's
a 5K
what I'm doing,
run?
Joe.
Where's the Thick Boy Bike Club going to meet?
Well, once we go back to normal, every city I go into that Saturday, we're meeting at their top trail.
Come on.
That's what I'm doing, dude.
So you're going to do a Kevin Hart?
I'm doing a Kevin Hart, but with bikes.
Wow. I like it. I like it.
Because everyone can relate to bikes.
People are going to fall and break their fucking necks right in front
Not
of you.
my insurance. That's why you can't charge them to be part of it.
Oh, right.
Then it's like, hey, we met here. It's Thick Boy Bike Club, but you know,
You're on your own.
we're all riding together, man.
No liability. Wow. I like it. Hey, man, it's a great activity for cardio. It really is.
And the biking community is so positive. I have so many people reaching out to me, specialized. All these people just
Yeah?
reaching out. It's nuts, dude.
Wow.
It's insane. It's one of the best things that happened out of this quarantine. I'm like, holy fuck. When I say I love it, man, I close my eyes and the night before I go through the entire trail.
What does Callan think about all this?
He's like, well, I'll post bikes all the time. He'll be like, he'll get on and go, please quit posting your bike.
Why does he get upset by it?
I think he's just fucking around, but I don't know. You know Callan.
Bro, we got to move him out of Venice. Who's telling me about the homeless problem he's got near his place?
His place is dope, man. I grew up in Venice in the summer, so Venice is in my heart, man. I love Venice, but there's always been a bum problem.
We went to Felix, that fucking dope restaurant on Abbott
Great
Kinney.
restaurant.
Love that place. And as we're passing this, on the left is a beautiful house, probably a $5 million house.
At least.
Right in front of it, there's 10 tents. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
This guy's literally across the street from a homeless encampment.
I know.
And he's got this gorgeous house.
The tough thing is, again, I love Venice, one of my favorite places on earth, if not my favorite. The problem is, do you want to raise a family? Like, I don't want my son being around that,
It's just, there's so much homelessness.
I know.
It's weird. And Brian sent us that article about how it's essentially just devastating real estate prices.
Fuck yeah.
And they don't know what to do. Like, people have no idea what to do or how to fix it.
I don't know what
It's
you
only
do.
growing.
I know now that I'm so into biking, I'm only going to live in either Palisades, Malibu, or Woodland Hills, where we're at. So, because the mountain's there. So when I go over, I go to Palisades, Malibu, or I'm in Woodland Hills, Calabasas.
Well,
I'm only living there.
those are great choices, especially Malibu. The air over there is fantastic. You're getting that ocean air, no smog. It just blows right from the ocean.
Segura's my neighbor. Segura moved over there.
Yeah. Yeah, he loves it. No, he loves it. It's a great place to live in terms of like air quality, and it's nice places to go to.
Great places, dude. You can surf, bike ride. My
Yeah.
kid goes to school over there, so I got to figure it out.
Might be the move.
Yeah.
Might be the move.
I love where we're at, though, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, California is good in terms of weather. There's a lot of great people here. We have a lot of great friends here, but
Best restaurants, best comedy club,
best comedy club.
2 best comedy clubs.
Yeah.
La Jolla and the store in Hollywood.
Yeah.
The best comedy clubs
And
in
the
the world.
improv's great too. I love the improv. And I love
Ice
the
House
Ice
ain't
House.
bad. Yeah, Ice House killing it.
The real question is, what's everything going to be like when everything reopens? And what happens if we get a second wave? If we get locked down again? If this governor thinks he can lock everything down again, even after we've shown, look, if the statistics come out and what Elon said was true, that the death rate, when it appears to be, is far lower than anybody anticipated. If this guy still thinks they're going to lock everything down again in a few months, if we get a second wave, he can eat shit.
People aren't going to put up with it, man.
People are going to leave. They're going to leave the state.
I
They're
don't
leaving
think-
already.
People aren't going to put up with it, and yeah, they're going to leave, but I also just think they're not going to put up with it.
Well, it could be very bad for him politically if he continues to go down this route because it's devastating to the economy. You got to give people
I like when
the
people
ability
are-
to make their own
Yeah,
decisions.
and I like when people are revolting against it. There's something, I don't know what it is. There's something about there. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
And where they're revolting is all the Republican areas.
And it makes sense.
It's all Newport Beach,
but also makes
Huntington.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the areas he wanted to shut down.
Yeah, he did
Is that
shut them
not
down.
weird?
It is weird.
San Diego, you guys, Ventura, stay open. Democrat. But Republican Beach is shut down. What the fuck are you doing,
Yeah,
dude?
what is that?
And then those people at those beaches went, not happening.
Why do you think he did that? Do you think he did that politically because they are a Republican town?
Why else would you do it?
So gross if that's what he did.
It's just disgusting. Politics are disgusting in general.
It is really a foul, greasy
most foul,
business. It's so greasy. Yeah, when we can read each other's minds, we won't need those cunts.
Nope.
We really won't. Just there should be established rules that we all follow. What you need is you need the military. You need someone to watch over the military to see that they don't fucking go out of control and try to take over like
Dude,
China.
you've always said it best. You need a committee.
Yeah.
Put Elon Musk on that fucking committee. I need a guy who can
Yeah.
read stats. Put Elon on there.
You need a large group of people, not one person, and they need to be they need to have exhibited the fact they're objective and reasonable and ethical and moral. You can't just have a popularity contest.
No, it's nuts.
It's just too stupid.
Yeah, but if there's going to be like an uprising in cases, and if they shut down again, I would probably have to leave.
Where'd you go? Would you go to Texas?
I think all of us should talk.
Yeah,
I think all of us should
should
talk.
too.
Everybody has money. We should all talk. Go to one place and go to that comedy club and fucking rock that house.
That would be
every
crazy.
fucking night.
That'd be crazy.
And we still all do podcasting. We're guests on each other's shows.
I'm down.
I'm 100% down.
Yeah.
Let me check with Callan. Yeah, he's down.
If there's an earthquake, that's when everyone's really going to understand that we're in a bad spot.
Yeah, well, taxes should help you understand you're in a bad spot. Dude, the taxes are insane.
They are crazy. It is
But you
crazy.
get what you pay for.
Right. Well, that's when so many people move to Nevada. Nevada gets 60,000 people a year from California.
Yeah, Denver got a shitload of them, too.
60,000 is a large
It's a
number.
lot.
60,000 people moving into Nevada every year. And that's what Dana and I were talking about, the political atmosphere of Nevada, and that their governor is Democrat. And a lot of the reasons why they used to be really a red state, and they're not anymore. And a lot of reasons why are all the people that are pumping in from California.
Interesting.
Yeah, but they don't have state taxes, so it's a great place if you're trying to save some money.
Would you live in Nevada?
I don't think so.
I think I'd rather go to Texas or Florida without those state taxes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Reno. I wouldn't mind like living in Tahoe, up in the mountains areas.
Yeah, I need mountains, dude. Mountain biker.
But Vegas,
Vegas is
boy,
tough. I hate Vegas.
I want to live inside the devil's balls.
I don't know what I mean, we could perform there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love your idea of doing residency in LA. You
Yes.
do it, not me. You do it.
Yes.
It's a brilliant idea.
That's the solution to travel.
I don't.
Just tell people where I am.
You can do it though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like a decent sized theater, like the Largo or something like that.
Yeah, something around
Every
500
Friday?
seats.
Every
Friday?
Friday?
Saturday night. Yeah. It's possible.
Because think how many shows you do at the Comedy Store and at the Improv.
Yeah.
Think how many you go through the tickets. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah.
Every week, dude.
Yep.
Hey, who's not going to fly to LA to see Rogan do the Largo every Friday?
Yeah, I'm kind of already doing it, right? I'm already doing
You're doing
it. Doing it at the Comedy Store and the Improv when everything was up and running. But yeah, I would do something like that. And it's not a bad idea. And maybe like do that and then tour occasionally.
Yeah.
And when I tour, like I'm touring once a month, you know. But I have a lot of dates coming up, and I have dates coming up in October, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do them. You know, like I've got Madison Square Garden's almost sold out, Boston Garden almost sold out.
You're doing Madison Square Garden.
I don't know about that.
I bet you are.
October 3rd.
I bet you are.
Bro, it's 18,000 people. If you got 18,000 people, what are the rules? Do you have to have only 9,000 people? You have to. Everybody is like. You have to have what Ray Romano used to have the "I'm not a homo" joke about going to the theater with your buddy. You have to have a seat in between the two of you, the "I'm not a homo" seat.
But think how fast, you know, we talk all this shit about open up, but think how fast things are moving now.
Yeah.
Think about July.
Yeah, but
when
New
the
York
summer's
City's
popping.
real bad. New York City's still
New York's bad.
And you know what the other thing
It's
about
on
New
the
York?
decline though.
Yeah, it is on the decline. But I'm worried about New York in terms of people moving out of New York. I think people are going to realize how preposterous it is to be stacked on top of each other.
Insane.
Yeah.
If you haven't figured it out yet, I mean,
Yeah,
come on,
well,
man.
this is going to be a big wake-up call for them because,
You said it's in October?
yes.
Think about New York in
October 3rd.
August, dude. I know. Things going to be booming.
I hope.
Trump's going to be pumping fucking money in the
That's
sky.
3 months from now, though.
Yeah, it is 3 months.
This shit just started 2 months ago.
But think how fast it's rolling, dude.
Is it?
Things are kind of rolling.
They're rolling now. For the last month and a half, it's been
But states
stagnant.
are ahead of us. Remember, Newsom's a goddamn cocksucker, so he's holding things back.
But
other
if a bunch
states are
of people
rolling.
start dropping like flies in 2 weeks in Atlanta, we're gonna have a
Then you
real
should cancel all
problem.
your shows. If
We're
Spokane
gonna have
gets
a
one
real
more death,
problem.
your boy's probably not coming up there.
There's gonna be places we're gonna be allowed to go for sure. But there's gonna be
Oh,
places.
dude, I get
where
messages
it's
every day,
weird.
dude. Spokane ticket sales, but I'm like, all right, I haven't promoted it. I haven't started promoting it because I'm like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our first Thick Boys Bike Club get together. That's Saturday morning.
So you're gonna do that every time.
Every city I go to.
Wow. You don't think you're gonna get bored with this biking shit?
No, I don't think so. I'm obsessed with it.
But there's got to be some places that don't even have bike trails.
Well, like Florida, probably gonna pass
You're gonna get bit by an alligator.
100%. New
See that-
Orleans probably pass.
See that dopey lady in, was it Louisiana? She got bit by an alligator. She was trying to take a picture with it. Just like, get
Oh,
closer.
no. For
I'm gonna
the
get
gram?
closer to him. And the alligator ate her.
Did it just ate her? Is it on? It's on camera.
I don't think it's on
I
camera.
can't get enough of that.
It's on camera, but you know, it's pretty rare that an alligator attacks and kills a person.
People think I'm close to those rattlesnakes when I post a picture of them, or the video of them. But I zoom in. I'm actually a good, and my bike's always between me and the rattlesnake usually.
just run over its head, flatten it out, hold on to it.
Yeah,
get
but
off,
then I saw
whatever.
someone sent me a video of a guy running over one, and it, you know, even though he ran over it, it was so big it turned back and bit his fucking calf.
Really?
Yeah, even though it was like bit his ass.
Oh, I could see that happening.
Yes,
Yeah.
some boys are thick. They flex all that muscle, and then
Well, he probably tried to be a pussy and run over the back of it.
no, you
gotta
gotta
run
go
over the
head first. You gotta go head first.
Run over that fucking
Yeah,
head.
you do.
Crush his fucking head.
Weird how dark they are, man.
Wow, man. They're a dangerous creature. Have you ever seen one dragging a rabbit?
It's nuts.
They're monsters.
My kid
They
thinks
really
it's
are
faster than him.
monsters.
It's not good. It's a nightmare.
How old is he? Like 4?
He's 4. And I'm the fastest boy in the world. Yeah, dude. You keep saying that, man. And he is. He's the fastest 4-year-old you've ever seen. But 4-year-olds aren't rattlesnakes, dude.
It's hilarious.
He's these big old calves he got from his mama. He's all shredded.
It's hilarious.
Fast boy in the world. All right, man.
Some kids are just jacked when they're young, and you realize that life isn't fair. You look at some kids, and they look like they're literally made out of marshmallows. Like marshmallows covered by a thin
It's a bummer.
skin.
It's a bummer. Like, did you see that 5-year-old that stole the car to go buy a Lamborghini? Look at you.
What?
This 5-year-old stole the car, and when you see him, you're like, well, that's the biggest 5-year-old in the world. He's probably, I don't know, 100. He's so fat.
Look at him.
They put a weird thing over his face
Oh, so you can't.
so you can't see him. But there's
So he
video of
looks
his
like-
family talking. They're all thick as fuck. And he stole this car because his mom told me he can't have a Lamborghini.
5-year-old driving an SUV on a Utah freeway.
And then he goes, I'm going to California to buy a Lamborghini. And they go, how much money do you have? He goes, I have $3 in my wallet.
So look at this. They spotted the vehicle driving
Swerving.
35 miles an hour and swerving. This 5-year-old is just driving on the highway. What a confident kid.
He pulled over.
And
somehow.
not bad. And not bad for a 5-year-old.
And he's got his foot on the brakes. Just how crazy is it? How old are you?
5.
You're 5 years old. Wow.
His sister fell asleep while she was babysitting him.
So he just stole a car.
Yeah, because I guess
my
before his
God.
mom left to work, he's like, "Can I have a Lamborghini?" She's like, "What, are you out your fucking mind?" No. He's like,
He
"All
had
right, cool."
$3 with him, and he was going to buy a Lamborghini. This is like a Will Ferrell movie.
It's insane. But not bad for a 5-year-old.
Did you see that big baby too? That meme that was going around with this gigantic baby. It's about 3 years old, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, he looks creepy as shit.
That's a weird. That's like a adult pretending to be a
yeah,
baby.
that's a weird kid. God damn, that kid is thick.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Giant.
Those
baby.
giant babies, it never really ends well for him, does it?
Well, it doesn't end well for giants.
Mom of Big Baby tells haters he's actually healthy.
Yeah, when it was started going around during the NFL draft, they're just like, this is the next NFL like lineman.
He might
pick,
be a
It
giant.
might be. Did you see all that shit where Adele was getting crap for losing weight? People are mad
Who's
at her.
giving her shit for losing weight?
Fat girls.
Of course. How dare you, girl? You used to be a representative of us fat fucks. That's what's
Plus
going on.
size models.
Oh God.
They're saying that this shouldn't be that this shouldn't define beauty standards, and that losing weight and being thin shouldn't be
You know
what we
how
look
crazy
to for
that
beauty
is?
standards.
You know how fucking crazy that is? You mean Adele got healthy and you fat fucks want to stuff your face with pizza and get COVID and blame it on us?
They also want to pretend they're still beautiful,
It's crazy.
even though they're thick,
Yeah, some chubby chasers like that.
thick and sloppy.
Ah, fuck, dude.
That the
Hating
whole,
on Adele for being disciplined, finally getting her shit together, quit eating fish and chips.
I want that plus size model thing to carry over to men. I'm waiting for men to decide that these abs and six packs and ripped muscles and this is
It's
you
just not
can't
cool
define
anymore.
beauty standards. This is how good I look. I look
don't-
good with a gut.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Not only that, there'd be no support. There'd be no
Zero.
you go boy.
Start that club.
There's a lot of fat girls that get you go girl. You are beautiful.
Oh, dude.
You're beautiful.
You're so courageous.
Beautiful. You're so brave. You're so amazing. Don't worry.
Guys aren't
They're
like that.
wrong. They're wrong.
Guys aren't like that.
The way they're picking on you. Yeah, that's Thor from when that Marvel Comics when he drank a lot of beer. Yeah, he lost that weight real quick in that scene though. Remember? A couple scenes later, he's thin again.
Did you see that new movie he was in on Netflix? It's
No.
pretty good.
Andy Stump said it fucking sucked, and he said it's so unrealistic. Like, because, Andy's a legitimate SEAL. He said it's 100% horseshit.
Although
It made
Andy
him
likes
angry.
Fast and
Yeah, he
Furious.
gets shot and lives through it.
Yeah,
but
because
but
he's
you like
not-
Fast and Furious,
He's
Andy?
not a street race car driver.
Yeah, but that shit. Yeah, they're jumping R8 from building to building, Andy.
Well-
And then you got The Rock holding the helicopter by a chain. But then this isn't real? That's why you don't enjoy it?
Well, it's his business.
Oh, come on, dude. I get it a little bit. I'll watch fight movies and be like, oh, get the
Yeah,
fuck.
like if we
watch
saw
Rocky.
Warrior.
Watch Rocky.
How about Warrior, that stupid movie that Callum was in?
I
where
have
they
no-
fight 2 days in a row.
I don't want to watch it.
It makes you mad. When they fight 2 days in a row, I'm like, hey.
That would never
Do you
happen.
ever talk to a guy a day after he had a fucking cage fight? Your
Exhausted.
head looks like a watermelon. Everything's sore. You barely can walk. The idea that you're going to fight 2 days in a row is so
Insane.
stupid.
That's Hollywood shit.
It's such Hollywood shit. They think they're smarter than everybody. They're going to rewrite things and for
That's
dramatic
what
effect.
happened with Uncut Gems you're talking about earlier. There's like 3 big plot
Don't
points.
you
I'm just saying,
spoiler
I'm
alert!
not.
Shut the fuck
But
up.
like,
3 big plot points that people say aren't real?
yeah.
Please don't ruin it for me. I'm going to watch it. Please.
It's still a
Please.
great movie.
Please stop. Please.
Well, all right.
It's a
Please
fantastic movie.
Just saying.
Don't ruin it.
Joe, I know you don't. I know you hate.
liked it.
I know you hate other
great.
sports. You gotta watch The Last Dance on ESPN.
Jamie was talking about that too.
I know you don't like
Yeah.
sport. You don't just from the
I would
sheer.
definitely watch it.
because it doesn't really get into the X's and O's of basketball. Just from a sheer just
Personality.
greatness of Michael Jordan. You're like, holy fuck, dude!
Yeah.
It's insane. You're like, oh, it's insane.
Yeah, he was a madman.
He was a madman.
Yeah.
Straight up madman. Punched dudes at Steve Kerr in the face. Gambling addict. Just, when they're in the Olympics, they're practicing and all the best guys were on one team. He was on one team with like the B side, and they got up by 6 and someone talked shit to him. He's like, "Excuse me?" and then took over. And they're like, "Holy fuck." But they said he was nasty about it. Like he's just the ultimate winner. And you watch that, you're like, "Gee, this is insane, dude." And then like just the pressure, like he hated the negative, because he it came out he was a gambling guy, and so all the negativity he got, and one of the reasons he retired was from that negativity.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, dude, if you thought that was negative, think about the players now dealing with social media.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the reasons why people respect LeBron James so much in comparison. I mean, he's dealing with the worst aspects of social media. You know, there's social media in its height. It still gets it done.
Think about John Jones. Think about all the shit John gets. Right? He brings it on himself.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck. He'll get arrested, right? Shooting whatever gun he's shooting, and he's like hanging out with bums at 4 a.m. Next day, what's up, everybody? Shooting arrows. Don't give a fuck. See him make whatever his fight is. It's like, all right, dude.
Well, he definitely bounces back easy. It's interesting. Like, some people get devastated by bad press. Some people just let it roll right off their back. John's a roll right off their back guy.
What else he can do? Lay down? Because he's the creator of this madness, but he's still just like, yeah, dude, all right.
Yeah, well, he's a risk taker. That's why he's such a great fighter. And, you know, when you're a risk taker, you fuck up. You make mistakes.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, that's part of what it is. I mean, I always point to the fact that the guy opened up that fight with Shogun, youngest guy ever to win the title, opens up with a flying knee against a legend.
Nuts.
Who does that?
Well, I'll tell you what, not as nuts, but what is crazy is when you're fighting Mirko Krokop on the same card, I open up with a head kick.
That's right.
And Mirko went like this and smiled at me. I was like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, yeah, you're right. That's disrespectful.
Well, you won, though.
Yeah, I did win. Shout out to Mirko.
You knocked him out.
Dude, am I crazy?
It's a big win.
Yeah, my biggest win. Am I crazy to think Dominic Cruz can beat Henry Cejudo in decision?
Dominic Cruz is a legitimate bantamweight. Henry Cejudo beat Marlon Moraes, but Marlon Moraes, it seemed like kind of fell apart. Mm-hmm. Got tired and fell apart.
He got broke. He broke him.
Dominic Cruz, we haven't seen in a long time.
He doesn't get hit, really. Cody Garbrandt fight, but...
Yeah, but he got real emotional with the Cody Garbrandt fight. We don't know where he's at physically. He just got off another surgery. He's 36, 37 now, which is old for a 135-pound fighter.
Very old.
But, you know, this guy's a fucking...
His movement,
he's a
dude.
winner, man.
And Henry Cejudo starts slow. I see him getting down in rounds to Dominic. Dominic's impossible to hit, man.
And his movement is pretty substantial. It's a big factor.
If it's
so weird, too.
It's awkward. It's his wrestling style, switching the feet. If it's Dom in kind of that fashion, I don't know, man. It's a tough fight for Henry Cejudo.
Well, Dominic Cruz is a tough fight for everybody. He's not an easy fight for anybody. And also, you know, I mean, he's got to realize there's not a whole lot more opportunities left.
Not
at
at
his
all.
age.
If he wins this one, there are. But if he loses it, it's kind of like
Yeah, if he loses it, it's over.
just being an analyst for a little bit.
Well, he's great at that.
The best.
He's
one of the best.
Yeah, he's for sure one of my favorites.
My favorite's you, Anik, and DC, though.
Well, me and DC have a fun time, man. We get silly.
Well, DC's one of the guys.
Yeah.
DC's like us.
Yeah, yeah.
DC texted me the other day. He's like one of the guys.
Yeah, he gets silly. He's getting mad waiting around for Stipe, you know, but I think...
I think it's a disservice to DC. I love Stipe, and he has the eye issue, and he's talking about, oh, I can't get in a cage. Well, guys are figuring out. It's like, dude, if you're not going to fight, then we got to figure something out, because the heavyweight division...
UFC gave him some sort of an ultimatum.
I would imagine.
That's what he said.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. There was an article about it today where there's some sort of a discussion.
Well, what I don't want is Stipe to come back too soon when he's not ready and lose that fight, and then ruin a little bit of his legacy.
Yeah,
dude, wait it out. Get that eye better. Let these guys do their thing, then you come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if Stipe's ever going to be able to fight again, and maybe he shouldn't. You know, the eye, it's not worth it.
He's a great.
Yeah.
Whatever he does, he's still great.
He got poked quite a bit in that first fight. I rewatched that first fight. He got poked bad in the eyes. The first fight with DC. I don't know if that's where the eye injury came from, but it could have been.
God, I don't see DC jumping out of bed to fight Francis.
Fuck that. I think if Stipe backs off and says, I'm done, you know, my eyes are too precious, I think DC retires.
Agree.
Unless they come up with some sort of wild 205-pound fight for him that allows him to make that cut again.
Dude, and then how long is Francis going to reign as the champion?
Who knows?
And then John goes up there.
What if Rosenstrike wins?
Yeah, you're talking malarkey right now.
Am I?
No, I'm just kidding.
What do you think the
he
odds
could
are?
easily.
What do you think the odds of that fight are?
I would say, look
2
it up,
to
Jamie.
1?
3 to 1.
3-1.
Because
I'd
they're
like-
basing off the overeem fight, which is a bad idea to do in the first place. But remember, they set lines to get movement. They want you to bet on them.
Yeah.
I would say 3-1. Because they're basing off the overeem fight. But you're talking about two different game plans, which MMA math and MMA betting is insane. Insane. You have no idea what that guy's feeling that night. Like Cerrone, to the point, I think in the media, especially MMA media, we all went 2-1.
2-1.
2-1 underdog and a 3-1 favorite.
Oh, there you go,
270
3-1.
minus 275.
There you go. We all went pretty hard on Stephen A. Smith. Remember? Like, you went hard on him, I went hard on him. We were like, dude, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about with Don Cerrone? And then Donald comes out. I was like, just wasn't there that night.
Yeah, but he always says that when he loses. I think Donald gets real nervous. And I think
It's always been an issue for him, though.
It was a big event. And I think the overwhelming pressure of those big events, it was bad in the Pettis fight, it's bad in the Rafael dos Anjos fight.
Right when he gets to that
he gets
next
the
caliber.
tippity top where it's the chance of a lifetime.
So was Stephen A. Smith right?
No, because he didn't quit. He got fucked up. I mean, it wasn't.
Did he say quit?
Cowboy was nervous as fuck. Yeah.
I thought he said he didn't show up, which is a fair assessment. Even though he's not from the sport, which is insane to say, but that he's a hot take guy. So him saying he didn't show up, it's like, and then Cowboy goes, I didn't show up. You're like, all right, little. And he asked for an apology from everybody in the MMA community.
It's the way Stephen A. Smith did? Please. It's the way
It's
he
a
said it.
disrespect.
Yeah.
Because you're not from the sport.
Right. And he's talking about it the same way you would talk about someone who misses a free throw. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, his connotation
Yeah.
is just, it didn't vibe well with the
But
actual
that's-
fight fans.
But they brought him in to do Stephen A. Smith stuff.
He
That's
does
why
hot
he's
takes,
famous.
dude. Yeah, he
That's
does
what
hot
he does.
takes.
Yeah. I mean, that's why he's popular, because he makes those bold statements.
So he makes $9 million a year from
Yeah,
ESPN or
that's
whatever
why.
the fuck it is.
Yeah, that's why.
Then he comes over to our sport, it's the same thing. He was like, how dare you?
This sport, it requires a different perspective. It's a sport that they know if you're a real fan. They don't want regular sports guys
They don't want
jumping
that.
over here. You can be a regular sports guy, but you got to be a real fan of the actual
You gotta be
sport.
pretty hardcore to get
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah, that's what they prefer, because there's enough people out there that are talking about it on a regular basis, that are hardcore fans of it, that are really good at it, like Luke Thomas. Guys that are hardcore fans of it, but that have real objective takes where they're analyzing it from a perspective of knowledge.
Oh, dude, I love Luke, right? He's part of the
big
Showtime
fan.
family. I love
I
Luke.
love his YouTube show.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's very good.
Luke knows this. I love
Yeah.
Luke. Me and Luke do a show before big fights. We didn't do it this time. But he's on such the other spectrum when it comes to COVID. He's so terrified of it, thinks it's the worst thing ever. We shut down everything. And obviously I'm all the way the fuck over here. So we did the show before. I'm like, dude, let's not do the COVID thing. But you can't help but pop up. So it was just one of those things.
What does he think?
He just thinks it's like we shouldn't, like the UFC having a fight's insane. I don't know where he's at now. I don't want to misquote him. I know before when they were going to put the one on California, he was like, absolutely not. Any other sport would be shit on, but the MMA media doesn't care. The media doesn't care about the UFC. They shouldn't be doing this. I think they should be doing it. I think they should have had the fight in California if Newsom's bitch ass didn't come in and stop it.
But with precautions, why is it such a big deal?
I don't know. I don't want to misquote Luke.
But they're testing everybody.
I know.
Let me tell you what happened to me. I had to get a nose swab, which is weird, man. It doesn't feel good at
Terrible
all.
having one in your nose.
They dig around there and then they pull it out. I mean, like, gets way up to the top of your nose. It feels weird because it doesn't. It's irritating, but it stays irritating for a long time. It stays irritating for like 15 minutes after it's over.
Is that better than the prick?
Oh, the prick's nothing. You don't even feel the prick.
No, I'm saying I did the prick, but
Yeah, it's nothing.
But is it the testing better?
It's
is it more?
no, it's active. It's
Okay.
the active bacteria, or the active virus rather. Whereas the other one is just testing the antibodies. And the other one, they can tell whether or not you have a current infection or you recovered from an infection. But this is like, are you sick with it right now? So I did that, and it was negative. My antibodies were negative. Everything's negative. I don't have it. But you could do that with everybody.
And the UFC's doing that though.
Right. This is the thing. It's not like these tests are hard to get anymore, right? There was a point in time in the beginning of this outbreak 2 months ago where it was very difficult to get these tests. Now it's not. You get these tests, you get the results back fairly quickly, very quickly, 15 minutes with the antibody test. It takes a day or so with the nose swab. You can test everybody. So you test everybody. Why is that hard? If everybody's negative, Let them fight. It's not.
I don't
if you're talking about
understand it.
healthy people, the
Yeah, I
idea
don't
that that's
understand it.
irresponsible is foolishness. It's
I
not
don't-
even
I don't wanna
irresponsible to let
misquote-
them play basketball because even if they had the COVID, these fucking guys aren't even showing any symptoms.
Exactly. Dude, how about baseball? Them motherfuckers are, you know how far apart baseball players are?
Far.
Get back to work, MLB. You know how far
Yes.
away they are from each other?
Yes. Get back to work.
God
Yes.
damn it.
Yeah, listen, it's not what everybody thought it was going to be. Everybody thought it was going to be like the Spanish flu or the fucking Black Plague. It's not. That's what we thought.
How about Dana said reporters called in and complained to the Newsom, to the government, and that's why it got shut down.
Reporters.
That's the word. And he has a list. Am I right on that, Jamie?
I heard that. I'll sort of double check the quote.
These fucking haters were like, how can you do this? And called in, and then Newsom was like, how can we do this? And then that's why they got stopped. So that's why he said the pussy media, you know? I'd love to hear that list.
I wonder. See, but the
Can you get it for me?
perspective of the people back then, a month ago, was different. The public's perspective, the information, the more the information comes in, the better things look. You know, the worse it looks if if someone in your family died or your grandma died or something. I understand that, but the more the data comes in, the more it looks like it's not nearly as deadly.
You got to open your eyes.
Not
You got to
only
be
not
willing
nearly
to
as
take
deadly,
the information in, though.
As many as 70% of the people that get it are asymptomatic, which is just bonkers, right?
And then
with young, healthy people, it's off the charts.
But just people in general, there's something that's like 98.7.
Yeah.
Like people that are just fine.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird
I'm
disease.
going to take my chances. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Dana was saying he has the list of those fucks who called in.
And what's he going to do about that?
Probably set him on fire. I don't know.
Santa
Whatever he does
Claus.
with people.
He's making a list.
Probably block him on Instagram.
He's going to find
I
out
can't
who's
believe he
naughty or
blocked me.
nice.
What the fuck, dude?
I'll try to talk to him this weekend.
Come on, unblock me,
Say,
baby.
bro, I got a request.
Selling pay-per-views over here like a motherfucker for you, man.
I know you are, right?
Dude.
That's what's crazy. Yeah, but the thing is,
I go hard in the
can't
paint on it.
control you. You're too independent.
I know, but it's a good thing because
I know, but the show, especially, see, when you and him started tangling, your show was not nearly as successful as it was now, as it is now, which is really kind of funny. Because if he had just like buried a hatchet with you back then, you would be an ally. It would be helpful. He could come on the show.
100%.
You guys could all pump up the pay-per-view. It'd be great for everybody. But you guys are getting millions of views. It's a different world now. Like now, the show is bigger than anything that's on ESPN
by far.
and they don't even
bigger than anything UFC has. Combine all their shows. I beat all of them. And yet I still ride or die for them. Give your boy a bone over here, man. Just want to be friends again.
And the show keeps growing. That's what's
Growing.
even crazier. See, when you don't have a connection to a network, like it's basically a meritocracy. Like if the show's good, people tune in.
Yes.
And more people tune in. The more fun, the more they like it, the more they enjoy it, the bigger it gets.
The more realness.
Yeah, and-
where it's not overproduced and
Right.
someone's in your ear and you got an agenda.
Someone's censoring you. Someone's
Yes.
holding you back and slowing you down. And take it easy, Schaub. You got to stop calling girls bitches. You got. But
Quit
I mean
calling
it in
every-
a good way.
Yeah, it's
She's
a good
bad
thing.
bitch.
I know. It's a bad
Can't
bitch.
say
Dime
it.
piece. Can't
Oh,
say it.
speaking of which, is Rachel Ostovich going to fight Paige Van Zandt? How many people are going to be watching that fight with
And
their pants
jacking off this guy.
off? That's going to be the most pants off
Insane.
watched fight ever.
Dude.
Yeah, and they're talking about it too. Like Paige had it on her that it's going to be the hottest fight ever.
Ever.
Yeah, the
I'm
two of them together.
so into
and
it.
Rachel Ostovich is wearing a fucking fur coat in the stare down.
Just two
Dime
dimies.
pieces.
Make that a pay-per-view main event.
I don't want Paige to lose any weight though. When she's all thick like that, she
Oh,
looks
she
so
looks
much better.
so good.
She looks so much healthier.
Did you see her husband?
Dude, he tapped out Boogeyman. I was super impressed. I
He's
sent
a
him
monster.
I sent him a message on Instagram. I'm like,
He's a
dude,
good dude.
Not only that, his fucking explosive takedown defense or his submission defense was insane.
Insane.
The way he exploded out of things, I was very impressed.
That was Chael Sonnen's thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very impressed with his submission, though. The fact that he caught, look, Boogeyman is a real,
Tip of the spear, dude.
legit 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu black belt, international competitor.
It's all he does.
Tapped out Sakuraba.
Yeah, that's all he does,
Okay?
though.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
his profession.
he's amazing.
Austin Vanderford's an MMA fighter, former wrestler.
He's strong.
Posting
as
Instagram pictures
fuck,
naked
man.
with his girl. I was like, all right, let me go roll this dude up. What a stud.
He's really strong, man.
The nicest guy in the world,
I
too.
bet he is. the way he tapped him with that head and arm choke too, he was in half guard.
He tapped quick too. It must have been a lot of pressure. You know, Boogeyman's gonna tap off bullshit.
He's a gorilla, man. He's so strong. The way he threw him around too, I was so impressed at how he got out of that arm bar. The way he explodes out of stuff, like really explosive.
Stud.
Really strong guy.
Stud.
But the clamp down on that head and arm choke, and apparently according to Chael was the one who's doing the commentary in the pay-per-view. He said that's Austin's favorite submission.
It's a go-to. Is it submission
Looked like
underground?
Yeah.
The shit was super underground.
Super. No one even
Super.
knew it was happening.
We had no idea.
Yeah.
7 people watched.
Did you see Vinny Magalhaes refusing the tap though, and Craig Jones snapped his ankle?
Oh no! Did he?
He broke his tibia.
Jesus Christ!
His tibia or his fibula. One of his shin bones.
Popped this shit.
He broke.
Vinny,
Snapped it.
Too much pride.
But you could see the angle when he's got him in the heel hook, and you could see the angle that his leg is in, where all the pressure's on it, and then you see it go kind of sideways, and you're like, that can't be good. And apparently they were talking. Well, they were talking. I watched the match, and Chael's like, what are they saying to each other? But Vinny was saying, you broke my leg, while they were still going.
Holy fuck!
Yeah. He
What
got
a-
it more
what a
than once
stud.
too.
What a fucking stud.
He grabbed that same leg more than once, so he's grinding on it. He's got this broken shin bone, and then he's digging on it with another heel hook.
I wonder how many people watched that.
4. It was me and 3
Some
other
people-
drunks.
3 degenerates.
I mean, it's on UFC Fight Pass. There it is. Like, so he gets it. And Craig Jones, by the way, one of the very best grapplers on the planet Earth.
Yes.
So look, and Vinny was like, I don't tap to heel hooks.
I don't tap the heel
That's what he
hooks.
said. I don't tap to leg locks. So right there,
Oh,
he's
he got
standing
up
up.
slow.
Yeah, he got up weird too. Like his left leg is shot right there. Watch again on Instagram. So he snapped that shit. So he's got it. It's a terrible angle too. Like look at it right there.
Fuck, dude.
So it's broken. So he broke the bottom of his shin. And that's really dangerous too, because when you get a break like that, you get infections.
Yeah,
you
it's
could, you
trouble.
could lose the leg. It's really bad.
Vinny's
So-
such a stud.
Oh, he's an animal. Vinny's an animal. I mean, he's basically all weight on his right leg.
Bear
There. His
him on.
left leg's
Think
gone.
how much that dude's grown since Ultimate Fighter.
A lot. Yeah, a lot. He got to the finals of that PFL $1 million thing. By the way, Rory went over to the PFL now, huh? Uh-huh. Kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
They must have made him a big offer.
Yeah. Didn't Vinny make it to the finals of the
Yes.
Ultimate? Or was it the finals?
Made it to the finals
Made
of the
pretty
Ultimate
far.
Fighter, and he got knocked out by Ryan Bader.
Good call, dude.
And then he went over to that PFL thing, and he got knocked out by that dude that's a sports broadcaster. He's a radio
yeah,
broadcaster.
now he's doing that. Yeah. Sean. He does the commercials for him too.
God damn it. He fought in the UFC. Really tough guy.
Not Evans.
Find out PFL.
Yeah, he knocked him out and then he was like, you know what?
heavyweight, TKO'd him. He TKO'd him in the finals. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Vinny had success in PFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He just
He had a
needed
resurgence.
time. He
Yeah.
needed time. The UFC, there's no time, dude.
He needed to learn how to really strike. You know, he needed to really understand strike.
UFC's impossible if
Yeah.
you can't strike. It's
Yeah.
impossible. Especially these days, it's fucking
Sean
impossible.
O'Connell.
That's
Yeah, there
Sean
you go.
O'Connell.
He did fight in the UFC. Didn't go
Shout
well
out
for
to
him
Sean.
either.
No.
Shout for him. Shout out for him.
Well, tough guy, really fucking tough guy. It didn't go
Everybody's tough.
bad for him in the UFC, but he's another guy that's sort of developing on the job.
Dude, the UFC posted a clip. They didn't tag me, whatever. They posted a clip from the Ultimate Fighter 10 when
I saw
Kimbo
that.
comes in.
Yeah,
Dude,
he looked like a baby.
I have so many good memories from that. I've never watched it. I haven't seen it since. God, what a time! What a fucking huge time for me,
Justin
man.
Wren with short hair looks
Yeah,
weird.
Justin Wren. You had Roy in there.
Yeah,
It was nuts.
no,
Such a good time. I hope they still do the Ultimate Fighter, man.
they are gonna do it again. Yeah, they've signed on.
Not
to
with
do another
Stylebender
season.
though. No,
No, just no.
he's so funny on
It's
Instagram.
hilarious. I think it was Twitter where he
In
said
that
that.
interview I saw, he said Dana said that the Ultimate Fighter is going to be at the Apex Center, along with fourth fight in 2 weeks on the 23rd, which I don't think's been announced yet.
Dude, are we doing a fight compare next week?
Oh yeah, we should.
Fuck yeah.
What night? Is it Saturday night?
Thursday and Saturday.
Thursday
Pick
and
your
Saturday?
poison, bros.
Wow.
13th and 16th?
What is let's see the cards.
Glover Teixeira and your boy
Anthony Smith.
Anthony
Lionheart?
Smith.
Ooh, I like that.
I love that fight. And
That
then
was interesting. Chael said that that's the guy who has the hardest time finding submission matches for, is Anthony Smith. I'm like, that's weird.
no.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, Apparently, Anthony Smith's very, very good on the ground.
Glover Teixeira is fucking good on the ground.
Go back to that, please.
Oh, I was trying to get the card.
I've had to grapple with
Yeah,
that
but just go
fucking
back
monster.
to the what you got there. Okay, so Walt Harris and Alistair Overeem.
That's Saturday.
Smith, Teixeira, and then okay.
Hey, why does
so-
it say Smith Teixeira Wednesday though? The 13th. I thought it was Thursday.
13th and 16th. I don't know. I mean, that's just the date.
Which one you want
so
to
it's
do,
Wednesday.
Joe?
I don't know, man. Let's look at the card. So look at Smith, Teixeira,
They're all in Jacksonville.
Ben Rothwell, and Oven St. Preux. Oven St. Preux's going up to heavyweight, huh?
His ass gonna be so fat.
Interesting.
PH fat.
Drew Dober, Alexander Hernandez. I like that fight a lot. Dude, Drew Dober is a guy that
He's a
people.
dog.
Oh, he's a fucking dog.
Denver
he's
kid.
An underlooked guy.
He's a Denver kid
and I
now.
was super impressed with him in his last fight.
Alex Hernandez is no joke, man. That's a tough fight for Drew.
Ray Borg and Ricky Simone.
Shout out to Ray Borg.
Ray Borg's going up to 35, huh? Because Ricky Simone's a 35er, right?
Bantamweight.
Unless Ricky Simone is going down. Is Ricky
It's at
going down?
bantamweight. It's at
It is at
bantam- it's at
bantamweight.
35.
That's right. Carl Roberson's another bad motherfucker. Ooh, against Marvin Vittori.
That's a great
That's a
fight.
good fight.
That's the Italian kid, right?
Yes. And Roberson's super talented, man. Arlovsky,
How dare you put him on the prelims?
who's Felipe Lins? Who's that guy?
They can't give him a
Don't
pick,
even know
huh?
a photo of him.
Probably some fucking monster from Norway or some shit.
Who's Michael Johnson fighting? Do you know that guy?
Thiago Moses? I don't. Soraya Eubanks. Remember poor Soraya Eubanks? She got the title shot. Everyone shit on her, and then they took her off of it.
Yeah.
Brian Keller.
Yeah, they gave her a title shot, and everybody went, boo. And they're like, all right.
The UFC said, all right, my bad, my bad, my bad, my
Take
bad.
it off. Take it off. Interesting. So that's a decent card. We can have some
Is that the
fun.
Wednesday card? Yeah, that,
And we
that
can learn
Wednesday card.
about QAnon.
Yeah, you're right.
I can't let Eddie get drunk though.
And
Can't
spew
let him
some
get
COVID
drunk.
shit.
So this is a better card. This is the Saturday night card.
That's a
Okay,
much-
you got
that's a much
Chito
better
Vera,
card.
Marlon Vera versus Song Yadong. That's a good fight.
Scroll up though. You got
Eric Yaboy Anderson versus Christoph Jokto. That's a very good fight too.
Claudio
Barboza
Gageha.
versus Dan Ige. I love that. I want to see what Barboza looks like at 45. And I do love that Claudia Gadelha.
I love that
Angela
fight.
Hill fight. That's a great fight. Overeem and Walt Harris. That should be fun.
It's a better card.
All right, that's what we're going.
It's a funner
And
card.
we'll see what else they got there. And this is the rest. Hold on. Go to the top. Anthony Hernandez versus Kevin Holland. That's a very good fight.
Damn, Courtney Casey in the long face.
Yes. Okay.
Two Elkins?
Saturday nights it is. Saturday night. Beautiful. Okay. Fight companion. Get the cigars. Bring in the fucking QAnon robes. What do
should
they
we-
wear?
Called Gino.
Called Gino.
What should we get for Eddie? You won't let him have any drinks.
I'm not opposed to him having a drink. There's something that happens when he clicks over and he gets those shark eyes. It's like 3 drinks in, he's gone.
It's insane. He takes over the show. It's
Well,
hilarious.
He
to me.
doesn't listen.
No, he just powers through it, doesn't
Yeah. Well, it's just drunk Eddie.
he? Yeah.
There's 2 Eddies.
Maybe just one. Maybe just he doesn't
Just
get
a
drunk
little
off
weed.
No,
Just a
you know
little
what?
weed.
Maybe weed and wine. I think wine's a good one with him.
No, that's
Whiskey brings out the
alcohol.
fucking devil in him.
Brings out the Indian that Joey Diaz has.
He ain't lying.
Well, yeah.
I don't think Joey Diaz would leave the house, but we should get him on one.
He's been here twice.
Oh, he will leave the house.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't give a fuck. He's not scared of coronavirus.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's not scared of it.
Love to see him.
Yeah, he's upset by all this, too, though. He's ready to move. Joey
Is
will
he?
move with us. Yeah. Find a good
Joey's
spot.
in. I think Theo's in.
Where's Theo going?
Wherever we go, he's in. Brian's in. Who else?
Callan's ready to go?
Callan go for sure.
Callan won't even leave Venice. He's got a homeless invasion.
If we all leave,
There's
he has-
zombies on his street.
If we all leave, he has no one. He'll go with us.
Really?
Especially if I go find the kids coming over here.
What do you think about Utah?
I'd like Utah. I'll just come here in the summers.
It's not a bad move.
Or in the winters, sorry.
Not a bad move.
I know. Not a bad move at all. Utah's dope. Good trails up there. Mountain biking.
Yeah. I bet the laws are better. I bet they're a little looser with things.
Everyone's pretty cool over there. Who else
It's
can we get
also
to
it
move
has the
with us?
stigma. They've already had one cult go there.
I think
you know?
I think Bert will roll with us.
Bert
Bert will go.
maybe. I don't know. I think Bert likes California. Bert likes to stay Hollywood, but he likes to lie about it.
Agree.
He's pretty Hollywood.
But if we lock down again, you'd be not so Hollywood, dude.
Bro, I'm on some fucking text messages where they are shitting on Jerry Seinfeld's special. Woo.
Oh, really?
Woo.
The first clip they posted was no bueno.
Some text message chains that I'm involved in with comics, like, woof.
I saw one said, your special's better than Jerry Seinfeld's. I went, this thing must be terrible.
He looks uncomfortable.
Well, yes.
It looks like he's uncomfortable. It's not bad in the sense that, but he's been doing old material for so long. Like part of his whole thing was he would do specials, but he would do specials with old material.
He doesn't believe in switching your hour all the time.
This is a new hour, though. This is a whole new hour.
Yeah, but he's probably been running it for 19 years.
I don't
Because
think
his
he
old
has
specials were of his old material. He was like,
Yeah.
new special of my old material,
Isn't
that
that
special
weird?
I've done before. I was like, hey, dude.
Isn't that weird?
And I love Jerry. He's the biggest Porsche guy.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest Porsche guy
Oh,
we
yeah. He owns like hundreds of Porsches.
know. He's the Porsche guy. If you
Yeah.
go to Malibu, the market there, him and his boy Spike are out there all the time.
Oh, really?
All the time. And they do a podcast of just Porsches out there.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Just Porsche podcast?
Just Porsches.
Hmm.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Comics love when other comics have questionable specials. They really do.
I don't think I've ever heard a comic go, dude, have you seen this special? Besides like Chappelle. Every comic wants to go, dude, oh, that's terrible. I'm like, oh, come on, dude.
There's a lot of comics that enjoy when someone, especially someone that's not in their circle,
has a bad
special. Yeah.
I know.
It's unfortunate.
I know. I had this talk with Dalia. I think one of the reasons his special was like the number 3 most watched thing in America. It's huge. If you get tour right now, you're talking about a different level. And I think one of the reasons he gets hate is his demos, it's similar to mine. It's 18 to 36 males. And that's where you're going to get a lot of hate, man. Those are the guys on the internet. So for him, I was like, dude, I know you come out with your special. It's going to be great, whatever happens. But just know your demo is young, dude. So the haters going to come out, man. Brace yourself. But that thing was a huge success.
Did the haters come out for him?
I haven't looked, I'm sure. But I don't think he gives a flying fuck in his mansion in Bel Air, you know?
I think everybody cares.
You can't. You told me this from the get-go. You cannot read that stuff, dude.
Yeah,
you can't. It's damn near impossible, but you have to. I had someone run my account when my switch came in.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with any of it.
Just keep moving.
You keep moving, dude.
Yeah, you know when things are
And
good
then you go on the
know when
road.
things are not good. Just when things are bad, use that as fuel to make the next things better and keep moving.
You know in here, dude.
Yeah.
You know in here. Like,
Yeah.
you know. I don't need people to tell me. I know. And then you go
Yeah.
on the road. And then you get better, and you get better, and you get better. And that's what you do.
I want to see what people do when this is over, what it's going to be like watching someone's first set in 3 months.
It's going to be like running in mud. It's going to be everybody's being clunky as fuck.
Well, it's the thing is,
Except for Tim
everybody-
Dillon.
It's not going to be like, Tim's like, he's basically doing stand up with his rants.
Yes. He's
He's
so funny.
fucking hilarious.
I love Tim.
I love Tim too. I think that it's going to be interesting because everyone is going to be stale. It's not, or flat. It's not going to be like if you go to the store and you're on the lineup and you haven't done stand up in 3 months, everybody else is doing it every night.
And
So-
it's going to show.
Yeah, it'll show. But for the audience, there'll be a contrast. This way, there's not going to really be a contrast. It's going to be everyone seems slow and clunky. I bet people are going to be gung-ho to see the first day back.
Oh, I can't. Can you imagine walking down the hallway? We're going to be hugging each other.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the first day back. I'm going to, when the first day opens, when the Comedy Store opens, if I'm home that day, I'm on stage 100%. And also, I want to give all the money to the waiters and the waitresses.
100%.
100% of money to the wait staff.
I was giving my money anyways.
Yeah, but I mean,
You mean the whole door?
I think I'll give it to them. I'll sell out shows and give it to them.
Agree.
Those fucking people didn't do anything wrong. They always work real hard.
Oh,
And
they're
they
the
got
best.
fucked over.
The best, dude.
They got fucked over by this thing because they're the people that are really paycheck to paycheck, and then this thing just dries up on them.
It's brutal. I think every comic, I think people at the Comedy Store and got comics on the road and everything, it's just to make us appreciate it so much more, and you have such a more respect for it and not take it for granted. I think there's light at the end of the tunnel for everybody, man.
I hope so, but this fucking governor needs to open this shit up. Let people take their own chances. Let people decide. They know what it is now.
Dude, when they gave me a ticket on my fucking bike in the middle of nowhere, I was listening to Rage
bad?
Against the Machine. I wanted to fucking start a protest at Governor Newsom's house. I was this close to fucking organizing one for a $60 ticket.
They're going crazy now in like Huntington Beach and Newport and all those places where they're protesting.
I love it.
There's a hilarious video. And on the video, the guy goes, "Bill Gates is the devil."
I love that video.
He's saying all these things that seem like they kind of make sense. And then he goes, "Bill Gates is the devil." And I'm like, okay. You lost everybody at Bill Gates is the devil.
Well, kind of. Is he, though? But
I don't know if he's a devil, but he's
he has too much of an interest in vaccines.
Yeah, financial interest.
How much money you need, dude?
How much money do you
Get
need?
the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
Because you and I had obviously a friendly bet, and you were like, I hope you're right.
Yeah.
Because when Governor Newsom went, beaches are closed. And then we have this text chain with you, me, and Callan and Eddie. And I go, dude, I'm telling you, people aren't going to put up with it. I said, I guarantee 10,000 plus show up. You went, all right, let's bet. I went, let's bet. Friendly bet.
I think you won.
I won. Oh, yeah, I won.
Yeah, it's over, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I owe you $100.
Yeah, whatever.
But I think that I think that we need more of those protests for things to really change. You know, for him to, because
it's all right.
They keep saying, like, apparently they're suing the governor of Michigan
and Illinois
as well. Mm-hmm. Michigan, that lady, she's trying to extend everything.
And then did you see in I think it was Texas, they go, we're going to start finding people for this, and this, or maybe it's California. But the sheriff who goes, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
You guys got to do your thing. We're not going to give people fines. And the governor's like, all right, fuck. It shows you really, if people really don't give a fuck, the government can't do shit.
It's real close to people turning on him because so many people are losing their jobs, so many people are losing their businesses, and they want to, look, there's methods to stay safe. They know that you can be tested. They know that everybody can get tested. You can have a certificate that shows you've been tested, and then you can go to a restaurant.
And not wear masks. And not wear masks. Yeah. I'll walk around with a fucking T-shirt that says, I'm good. Yeah. Like, let me do that, dude.
Yeah, I'm good T-shirt.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Back off.
Back off.
Fat guy, security guard at the coffee place, back off, bro.
Put the mask on.
Oh, dude. And then he went to the manager. It was like this. He pointed me out. I'm like, dude, you're lucky I'm nice.
You know how I don't know if this didn't happen here. I'm trying to remember the state because I just saw it last night. But the people that were like they encouraged snitching or whatever.
Yeah.
There was a database that got leaked, and people who snitched, their names got put out.
Ooh.
Yes.
So now they're afraid that people are gonna find out that they snitched and like gonna have
good.
That's what you get, dude. That's what you get. Snitches get stitches. That's what you get, bitch.
People don't like that.
You know how insane that is?
Right,
that our fucking governor came out and said, snitch on these people?
It's on our governor. It's the mayor, Mayor Garcetti.
That's right.
Mayor of L.A. But the thing is, it's not what we thought it was. If it was killing people left and right, like some horrible plague, and, we really do have to stay in home and lock down because there's a demon out there, an invisible demon, that's what we thought it was. It's not that. It's not good, but it's not that.
Speaking of snitches get stitches,
snitches get stitches? Stitches don't get stitches.
Did Kim Jong-un fake his death? Did we find out if
that
was
he did.
True
He's healthy. He's thriving. As a matter of fact, he lost like 6 pounds.
To find out if people would tell and try to take his power, I think, is what I was reading.
Speaking of which,
he's done it before.
Do you remember Stitches, the rapper that had the big stupid tattoo on his face?
Still out there.
Come on.
He's still selling cocaine and shit.
Really?
Yeah. He's not as popular as he probably was.
He's not thriving
3 years ago. Can't do any shows right now, but
I'm sure he's still in the drug game.
Yeah, I could look him up right now. I'm sure his Instagram.
It was more than 3 years ago, right?
And Takeshi's out too right now. And
Takeshi's out talking shit.
He's going live tomorrow or today
on Instagram,
talking about his new music. He's got to record a video in his backyard.
He turned down government security
because he's gonna pay. He said he would pay for it.
You know how expensive that is.
Well, he doesn't have anywhere to go right now, so it's not that expensive.
What do you think happens to him?
Oh, he's gonna die. Every blood in the world wants to kill him.
No, how many people did he rat out?
So many.
Now, did they let him out because they let him out, or did they let him out because of COVID?
Both.
He was let out early
because he snitched on everybody.
He was gonna have like maybe 8 more months, so they just let him out and finish the rest of his time at home.
Dude, they're letting out so many people from jail that should be in jail for the rest of their life.
Yeah, like child molesters.
Yeah, it's like I'm baffled.
And for what? For this COVID? Are you out your goddamn mind?
Everybody is out of their goddamn mind.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I'm saying,
it's so disappointing.
I think people prepared and were anticipating something that was way more horrible.
And they can't go back.
They didn't make an
They
adjustment.
can't go back because
Yeah.
they don't want to look stupid. Like
Yeah.
Governor Newsom, like, oh, fuck, now I look like an asshole.
I think Governor Newsom wants to be president. I think that's the same thing with that woman who's the governor of Michigan. It's the same thing. Who's getting sued by the House? She's getting sued by people in her own state because they're like, "Hey, you don't have the authority to do this." And she's saying, "I'm going with science and statistics."
But you're not, though. But you're not, though.
But she's not.
Talk to my boy Elon.
Yeah.
What he says goes, dude.
But the thing is, she's on a short list of people that for the vice presidency with Biden. That's what it is.
You ain't gonna win, bitch.
No, he's not going to win.
You're not gonna win. Are you kidding me? He's not gonna win. You got this rape allegation now,
Yeah.
and then you also can't speak.
Yeah.
I mean, I speak better than you. What are we talking about? I have problems. I have a
doomed.
speech impediment. I talk for a living. I speak better than you.
He's so doomed.
He's so he's gonna die in 4 years. You can't be his president.
He's just doomed, period. Like, everything about him is doomed. He can't talk, and it's like the allegations and the fact that people are showing such a fucking unbridled hypocrisy by supporting him while they were against all these other guys that were accused of sexual
Just because
impropriety.
they want Trump out,
That's it.
they'll ignore everything just to get Trump out.
They want their team to win, and that's what they're showing. They're showing it's not
Teams.
It's not believe all women. It's believe all women if they're accusing a man that you don't like.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's-
I can't believe Trump and Biden are the best we got.
It's not the best.
It's because the
we got.
smart people don't run for president.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
a lot of the smart ones don't.
There's
Yeah.
some smart ones out there.
Yeah, but they don't seem to want that job. I think Mark Cuban could do a good job. I think he'd like to be president.
Agree. I'd probably vote for him.
He's more of a libertarian.
You know what? He's being a real Mark. You know I love it. He's being a real bitch about this COVID stuff. He's
Is
like,
he?
I don't think the NBA should be back. Like,
When did he say this?
'Cause
Recently?
yeah, I think his mom's like 900 years old,
Oh,
so
is
he's
that what it
worried
is?
she's gonna get it.
Well, take
It's
care
like
of your
that
mom,
same
bro. You're
Hollywood.
worth billions.
Yeah, dude, put her in a bubble, dude. It's like the same. It's like that Hollywood actor, that Indian guy who's in the Marvel movie, who's just preaching from the mountains.
Who's that?
Like, we're gonna open up and this thing get worse. We should shut
Oh,
down.
Kumail Nanjiani, that guy.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Make another Marvel movie. He's just saying because his wife has an underlying condition, so he's worried about that, which I get, dude. From a personal standpoint, I get that. But also, read the stats. You're smart. He's super smart. You're a smart dude, man.
I'm
Listen
sure a
to
little bit of
Elon.
that, but there's also a little bit of virtue signaling where people are saying things that they know that the enlightened, thoughtful people are supposed to say, and then they get support online. They check the tweets. Oh, look at all these people who agree with me. Yay. Look what I did. I got them to like me more.
Hopefully I'm in fucking Spider-Man 9.
Thank you for saying this. You're amazing, by
Oh,
the
God.
way. Mwah.
Every life matters. Everyone has to say that. Every life matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, where were you before this COVID thing? Because people are dying all the time.
It's interesting to see that that obesity is the number one factor in people in New York City. Because all these people that want to think that it's okay to be obese, it's fine.
Yeah, fat's not cute, man.
Not only not cute, it's like really bad for you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we've known this.
Yeah, forever.
And then COVID comes and goes, oh, this is too easy.
Yeah.
And then if this doesn't scare your fat ass into
But
shape.
do you think that people, like with all this fat shaming mentality out there, that the government or someone, the public health, will step up and have some sort of a public health campaign saying, look, folks, you've got to lose weight. You got to stop eating sugar. It's terrible for your immune system. Get yourself down to a reasonable size. I would love to see that and see what
too.
the people freak out about it and all the people that try to counter it with emotions and
like
bullshit.
that, it's all right to have tits.
Stop trying to define beauty standards.
Muffin tops are cool. Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do, man. I saw a video. I don't know where I saw this. I saw a video. I think maybe Josh Wolf showed it. It was a video of kids in the 70s in a gym class, just a random gym class. These kids were all in fucking phenomenal shape. There's like 100 kids.
Everyone's slim.
Everyone's slim. That's how it should be, man. I know I'm a little thick, but I'm in shape, dude. My heart's great. My resting heart rate's insane. But these kids were all in shape, man. All these kids. You go to high school now, every kid gets a letter from his mom. Oh, he can't work out because of,
Billy has sore ankles.
Billy gets anxiety when you make him run a mile. It's like, what the fuck? I had to run a mile.
Yes, Billy's anxious.
Billy gets anxious.
Billy.
He needs to have his dog with
Billy
him.
doesn't respond well to pressure. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. God.
God damn
That's
it.
one thing that we saw from this is that there's so many people that don't know how to deal with any sort of adversity.
I can't be their friend. I have people who I used to talk to, and when this thing came out, and they went, we're just going to bunker down, and I think the Comedy Store's going to be closed in 2022, and we're not going to be on the road anymore. I went,
Who?
I'm not going to tell you.
Say the names.
Nope, I can't.
What do they rhyme with? What's the names rhyme with?
Not going to do it. I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
I literally went, we can't be friends anymore. Oh, wow. You can't be my foxhole, dude. This scared you? Oh, this ain't shit, Bubba. Well, we can't be friends anymore. I literally don't talk to them.
I'm anxious to talk to Michael Yo on Monday. 'Cause the way he was describing it, like, I just... I
Be
don't
cool,
know.
Michael. Be cool, man. You got through it, bro.
He's going to scare the fuck out of everybody. He thought he was going to die. But he got pneumonia. But here's the thing. Pneumonia is still real. People still get pneumonia.
People die from
And
pneumonia
if you get
all the time.
pneumonia and that... I got pneumonia when I was 19.
Yeah.
If you get
My
pneumonia
son got pneumonia too.
and that, you're fucked.
It's a
And that's what
nightmare.
happened with him.
But you still survived. Don't come on here and fucking scare Michael Yo, I will fuck you up. Don't come on here and scare everybody, dude. We get it enough, man. You ever watch CNN? You would think the world's on fire.
What's that guy's name? Brian Stelter? He's my favorite. He's a chubby guy. He's like the balder, chubby guy.
He's rarely on
He's
there.
very effeminate.
It's more lemon.
Yeah, but I love when he's all doom and gloom.
Oh, God.
It's just
Tim Dillon tweeted this last night. This was interesting. I saw where I saw it from, but it's on Newsweek.
what is this? Coronavirus survivors permanently disqualified from joining U.S. military recruitment memo suggests.
Like, what would that be for? Like, why? Like, Tim said, what does the Pentagon know that we don't know? But
That says U.S. recruitment memo suggests that's permanently disqualified. These standards change all the time. This is based on what? I mean, if they show that you can completely 100% recover from coronavirus, that doesn't make any sense. I doubt that's true. I think that memo is probably in response to this idea that it could be a reoccurring infection. That was something that people thought. Those who have tested what happened there? Those who have tested positive for COVID-19 are no longer eligible for military
Get the
service. even if they
fuck
completely
out of
recover.
here.
What the
No
fuck?
way.
The
But
memo
we don't
could
know if
change,
that's
yeah.
true. During the screening process, a reported history of confirmed COVID-19 will be annotated, considered disqualifying. Reported history of confirmed. I'm not buying that.
I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying that.
Fake news.
Yeah, that could shift back and forth, and that's probably just fear mongering.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Some old bullshit.
Como came up on the come up, right, during this?
Andrew Cuomo, yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
But again, if you look back what he did initially, where New York had their problem was at the old folks' home.
Mm-hmm.
And what he did, anybody at the old folks' home who got COVID, he went, unless showing symptoms, get back in there. So then they all got it and they all fucking died. It's like, dude, you fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You kind of fucked them.
Well, I think in the beginning, no one knew exactly what the fuck was going on. I mean, in January, the World Health Organization tweeted out, and the World Health Organization, the
2
one that
million.
everybody's telling everybody that you have to listen to them. In January, they tweeted out that there's no evidence, according to China, that you catch it person to person.
Which is insane.
But that's in January.
I mean, it's just insane. No one listened to them in the first place. But the other thing is, how about their estimates? 2 million people are going to die.
I know.
In America alone. Get
Yeah.
ready.
I know. But they're saying that, well, if we didn't have this lockdown, maybe that would have happened.
And then even Como came out and said, what I've realized is we're doing the lockdown, it's spreading inside the families.
Yeah.
He's like, we kind of fucked up there, so we don't know what to
Well,
do.
not just that. There's also the concept of immunity, that your immune system really needs interaction with other people.
Look
to
at
stay
Sweden,
healthy.
dude.
Yeah.
Sweden did nothing. Numbers are similar to ours. They did nothing.
I don't know. Are their numbers similar to ours? I thought their numbers were a little higher than the neighboring countries that did do social distancing and lockdown.
Bring that shit up, Jamie.
I don't know.
All I know is murder wasps are coming right now.
the murder wasps. Jesus Christ.
Dude, if I have to avoid murder wasps and rattlesnakes, I'd have to stop bike
we
riding.
don't have a chance. We don't have a chance to relax.
No, let me
Not
chill,
only that,
dude.
when did they become murder hornets?
Why you call them murder hornets?
murder bees. I know it's not about murdering anything else. They
I
decapitate
know,
the bees.
but when did they change their name? Like they used to be Asian hornets.
Murder bees now, bro. Murder hornets.
Wow,
Much
they call them
scarier.
wasps or
There's also
hornets.
killer bees that disappeared and came
Yeah, but that
back
was
for a while.
Africanized. But the idea of killer bees is that they would swarm you.
Bees
But
ain't
this
shit.
This is a different thing. But
This thing?
Oh, the
It's
tarantula
similar
hawk?
to this though. It's a similar
I
size.
think it's bigger. I think they're bigger. But here's the thing: are they murder wasps or murder hornets?
Murder wasp.
Wasps. These wasps, like, they never called them murder wasps until like 2 weeks ago.
CNN got
Someone
a
had
hold
a
of it,
great
ran
name.
with it.
It's a great name. Huh?
Murder hornet.
Murder hornet.
Murder hornet. Okay. So murder hornets.
I'm gonna call this a murder hornet, by the way. On my picture, I'm gonna say I got a murder hornet.
Until 2 weeks ago, I never heard that term. Did you hear that term?
No, but it's terrifying.
I know.
When
Once
they
you-
go, murder hornets hit Washington, I'm like, well, they're coming to Cali, dude.
That Coyote Peterson guy, though, that guy got stung by one like 2 years ago. No
In
one
some
gave a
real
shit.
pain.
They didn't call it a murder hornet.
Because they're
back
not in
then.
America. I don't give a fuck what's out in other parts of the world.
No, are they in Seattle? Is that what happened? They snuck in on some
No,
some
they're
cargo ship?
No. I thought they're in D.C.
Oh, good. I hope they only go to politicians.
Are they on the
Sting 'em
West Coast?
Right in the dick. Well, I thought it was Washington State.
Dude.
That's where everything seems to be hitting. That's where the corona hit first. Is that where it is? Where's the murder hornets, Jamie?
Spokane.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were discovered late last year in Washington State. So it's not even like
Oh, God.
right now.
Oh, so it's not even relevant? They've been chilling?
Two of them were discovered.
Some asshole probably had them as a pet and they're not even breeding. We're just looking for something to be scared of now. The media's got to sell clicks.
I mean, that got me.
They got you.
Corona didn't, but these hornets, these murder wasps did. Tell you that right now. When I
Can you
saw it, I'm like,
imagine?
oh, fuck, let's quarantine.
If that becomes an issue, like they start flying into people's houses and stinging people.
One of the two was found dead, and the other one flew off. So
There's one we can't find.
That's really the fucking
that's
story.
what this story says in CBS, which may
God
be. It
damn
could
it.
be
Oh, well,
fake
now this
itself, though,
isn't
I
too
guess what it
bad.
says. Who
God
knows?
damn it, everyone sucks.
The media get you, man. They
Well,
got
that's
me.
their business. Their business is to scare you. The only way they make clicks. How do you get clicks? Someone's got to be scared of something or angry.
How do we
right?
get clicks?
Yeah, it says in
We're funny.
Japan.
Yeah,
But it's
by being,
different.
by
In
being
Japan,
real.
they hunt them where insects are hunted and eaten. 30 to 50 people die per year,
That's a problem.
Oh my god.
but they're hunting them. So
There's a shitload of people die by rattlesnakes. You ever looked up rattlesnake deaths? I didn't know this. They fuck you up, man.
Yeah, rattlesnakes are not good. There's
Dude,
a lot of
I
shit
send you
they'll
guys
tell
a picture every day of a
I know,
rattlesnake.
every day. You
Every
do.
day.
You send me a new rattlesnake video every day.
Dude, it's
kinda crazy.
The very first one I found, that was an anaconda with a rattler on it, dude. If you look back on it, that snake was so fucking big.
That was a big one.
Oh,
I ran over one once, running with my dogs. It was across the street or across the trail. I thought it was a stick. As I'm running over it, I realized, oh my god, that's a fucking rattler.
and he just let you jump on him?
No, I cleared him.
Fuck,
But
dude.
I literally ran over his body, and then I realized in the air that it was a rattlesnake. I mean, thick like my wrist.
You know what bothers
Huge.
me is I'll see the snake and I'll wait. If I pass people I know they're coming, I'll wait out front like rattlesnake. This lady with a dog, she's out there. I go rattlesnake, and she's letting her dog just walk. I'm like, dude, you fucking idiot. Put him on a
dingbat.
leash, dude. I would never I used to take my son on these hikes. I don't take him anymore. Too many rattlesnakes. But when people have their dogs out and they just let them go on the side, that's where the snakes are. So I ride in the middle because the snakes are always on the side. If I come out the way, I can see them. But these people let their dogs just go up and down the side. I'm like, that's so dangerous. You have no idea.
There's so many dingbats out there, dude. There's so many people that think they just have shit for brains. There's so many of
Dude,
them.
one old lady, I see her. She's goes the same time I do. She's in shape, tan as fuck, skin like leather, looks like a purse, right? She's fucking, she's going. I go, ma'am, there's a rattlesnake about 10 feet up. She goes, she takes her old school head. She goes, a what? I go, a rattlesnake. She goes, okay. Doesn't move. It's on the path. Doesn't move. Just goes right along the side of it. Didn't give a fuck.
Probably ready to die.
Probably survived World War II. It's
Looks
like
like
a
a purse.
rattlesnake.
Come on.
Bitch, I was in Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, she's got a softball mitt face.
She didn't give a fuck,
Why?
dude.
She's like, why am I alive?
Face like Sacagawea. Just fucking.
When certain people get to a certain age, I wonder if they do like more dangerous shit, like hoping something goes wrong.
I send those videos to my dad, and he gets mad. I don't think he cares about me, but he goes, if my grandsons grow up without a fucking father because you got bit
Whoa.
riding that gay bike, I'm like, hey, man.
What a hilarious reaction! If my grandsons grow up without a father, you fucking piece of shit.
For riding that gay bike. I'm like,
That is-
it's not gay, dude. It's a mountain bike. There's nothing
That-
gay about it.
That is fucking hilarious. What a take.
Right?
What a hot take by your dad.
Dead serious. Dead serious.
Worried about your grandson. Not even worried about your son.
Don't give a fuck.
That's hilarious. All right. It's 3:00 already.
Is it? Fuck,
Yeah.
dude. This
Time
goes by
flies.
so fast.
Always does.
We covered 3 minutes of the fights.
I think we covered
Did
quite
we?
a bit. Yeah.
Oh, did we? I don't
We
I don't
covered quite
remember.
a bit, man. It was hours
the
ago,
fight
though. We forgot.
I don't know.
So we have
We covered
Fight
COVID.
Companion.
We solved COVID.
Yes, we solved everything. We're good. As long as Jacksonville works out.
You're gonna be great, man. I can't
excited.
fucking wait. UFC 249 Saturday.
I'm weirded out doing commentary with no audience. It's going to be strange.
You're gonna kill it. I wish you guys were together.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Thick Boy Bike Club merch drops tomorrow, 10 a.m. tfatk.com.
When is your first scheduled comedy date?
Spokane. Last weekend in Spokane.
June?
June. Wow. And it's almost
I
sold
hope it
out.
happens.
And we're
I
gonna
hope
get
it
together.
happens.
Thick Boy Bike Club's gonna get together Saturday.
Okay. tfatk.com.
You know it.
All right. That's it.
Love you, man.
Love you too, brother. Bye, everybody. Stay safe.
Damn, that's 3 hours.
Yeah.